just got back to town. Since he been back, food been rotting in the ground. Where the head boy gone to? You know, when he get back, cause something else will end up back too. The boy is back in town. Come out and play, don't get led astray. I'd happily walk into the night to find my ghost wife in a white. The boy is back again. A pool in a motel is like a boat without a sail. You can't break me. 3:30 in the morning, not a soul inside. Monsters knocking on my door every night. When the bell starts ringing, be ready for the pain he's bringing. He wants to get home in his boat. If you get in his way, he'll cut your throat. Come out and play, don't get led astray. I happily walk into the night to find my ghost within a white. The boy is back again. The pool is no motel, it's like a boat without a sail. You can't break me. 3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. Monsters knocking on my door every night. When the bell starts ringing, be ready for the pain he's bringing. He wants to get home in his boat. If you get in his way, he'll cut your throat. Come out and play, don't get led astray. I happily walk into the night to find my ghost wife in a white. The boy is back again. The boy is back again. This place can't break me, even if they take me. Web spun demons come. Worms got into me, worms I go to set them free. Worms will ride a pony on the sea. Take these worms from me. Smiley, smiley.
My blood is your blood now, motherfucker.
I like this game.
Welcome everyone. Welcome Monday night, guys. We are just on the cuffs of this end of the season with Revelations Part 1 down and Part 2 to go. This was quite an episode. I know some folks love it, some folks hate it. I personally loved it. I'm happy to see where everything is going to go. And Jasper's still around. We got to get a little cameo with Smiley this episode. I take what I can get. But welcome everybody, and welcome to our awesome panel tonight. With us, of course, always my bestie, my ride or die, Miss Dana Marie. How you doing tonight, hon?
I'm doing good. Still trying to wrap my head around this episode along with my mom. So
Yeah.
she's going to be very, very talkative this Saturday. So
Ooh, I can't wait. What about
Lot
you,
to break
Brian?
down, that's for sure.
How you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here. It's a great episode, ramping up to what should be an intense finale, I hope.
Yes.
So really look forward to breaking it down with everybody. Thanks for having me back.
Always, man. And guys, go check out Shook Earth Media. Go check out Brian over on his channel, guys. Yeah, awesome channels, awesome creators we got coming on here always. So go check them out and make sure to show them some love and support. Yeah, welcome, man. I'm excited to get into it with you guys, honestly, because I know there's some conversations to be had, some things to suss out, and Claire's still sussing about. So
yeah,
we got lots. So, I used to love that, Dana. We got lots.
They just keep giving me more and more and more to just be like, I'm telling you, I haven't liked her from season 1, and it's okay. Everybody doubted me, but it's okay.
It's okay. You hold fast to it, right?
Yep.
All things shall come to the light. We'll all see in the end what it is. I don't know. I don't know who's sus or not sus, but we'll see. But what's up, Ray Barnes? Welcome, hun. How are you doing tonight?
All right. I'm doing good, man.
How the
Thank you once again.
episode?
Good. So the way I look at the episode is it's a 2-part episode.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, like if it was standalone, it was kind of slow, but I'm looking at it like the first part of a longer episode. So I think it's okay.
Okay.
I thought of it as like the calm before the storm.
Nice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, go check out Ray Barnes as well. All the links should be in the description. But welcome, hun. Welcome. I know I can't wait to get into it with you and see what you think on the episode. We also have joining us tonight a Baby Clay from Baby Clay Media Interaction. What is up, hun? How you doing tonight?
What is going on, chat and panel? Thank y'all for having me. I'm sorry I'm a little late. I was stuck in my face.
It is like that, that time.
You're right
But
on
I'm
time.
ready to dive in. I'm ready to talk about some From. Let's get it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Right? Ready. We ready.
I'm ready. So go check out Baby Clay too, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to all these guys. But yeah, we're gonna get into it. Actually, let's say hello to everybody in the chat. Look, I'm so excited. I almost forgot about you guys. I apologize. But let's go up in here and see who we got with us tonight. I see Woodrow Nichols hanging out with us tonight. Let's see. What did you talk about? I don't know what we talk about. If it's in the trailer, I have not seen it yet. Although I will see it. I have actually did not even watch it yet today. So far behind. I don't know. I'm trying to read it before I read it out loud because I don't know what it is. But welcome on. Welcome. Let's see who else we got. Daryl hanging out with us tonight. Welcome. I see PM hanging out with us tonight. What is up, our good friend PM? Lots of love to you, hun. Welcome, welcome. I see Dark Elf hanging out with us. Yes, sir. What is up? I see Bitey ringing that bell. Welcome to you, hun. I see Dizzy Guy Explorers hanging out with us tonight. What's up, peeps? What is up, indeed? I'm ready to talk about From. That's what's up. See, we got Nora hanging out with us tonight. What is up? Hey, everyone. Welcome to you. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. Got, of course, our awesome mod, Delcinia, hanging out with us, showing everyone love in the chat. Welcome to you. Hope you've had a great start to your week. See who else we got. I see Meow Ralph Growl hanging out with us. Woo! What's up, hun? Glad to see you hanging out with us tonight, as always. Let's see. I saw Terry. I was gonna say, I know I saw Terry hanging out.
She is not in my home tonight.
It's a game of Terry. Where's Terry?
So where's Waldo? He is
Where's
in her
Terry?
own home tonight.
You gotta follow the whipped cream, folks. That's where you find Terry. No, I'm just kidding. She knows all of her.
Pretty much.
What's up, Fletcher, the common uncle? Welcome to you, hun. And let's see. Make sure I don't miss anybody. I know I saw Arrow hanging out with us as well as Golden Child. So welcome, Arrow, our awesome Arrow. The DJ, he is the new Fromville DJ. Go check him out in the Discord. He's got the hits. And I'm telling you guys, they're pretty awesome. We played some the other night. I'm quite impressed.
I am too.
Right? It's pretty nice. Pretty
Because
sweet.
it sure as hell something I can't do.
No, you could do it, Dana. I believe in you.
Please.
Look, you got this.
Technology is not my friend.
Welcome, Golden Child. Glad to see you hanging with us. I see Jax Law hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to you as well, hun. I see the awesome Robert Sanders hanging out with us tonight. Welcome to you. Hope you're having an awesome Monday. And I think that is everybody I see in the chat. So welcome everyone again. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. But welcome. I know I'm excited. So if I missed you guys, I apologize. I'm just ready to go.
Well, I think it would be really good to start the stream with that awesome happy birthday.
Oh, that's right.
So
I'm so excited about From. I totally
think
forgot.
that would really get us into the.
Okay. All right, guys. Hang on. I'm gonna do something real quick because I don't want Baby Clay to get pushed behind this here.
Oh, no,
So we
it's
go.
fine.
Nah, I'm saving. It's done. You've been moved. Don't worry about
It's official.
it. I press buttons.
Scarlet, it's me. It's David Alpay, Jade, on From. Of course you knew that. Hey, listen, happy birthday. Dana Marie wanted me to reach out to you, wish you a very happy birthday. She thinks you're the bee's knees. Not her words, mine. I think you're the bee's knees. You're the cat's pajamas. You're the best. Congratulations on getting monetized finally on YouTube, for creating a successful channel. And I wish I could be there with you guys to watch Revelations Part 1. If it was me, I would order a bunch of pizzas, and pajama onesies. We'd be in pajama onesies. We'd get them on Amazon, and you can get those really cool ones with like unicorn, dragon, whatever. I've been known to don those outfits now and then. They're a lot of fun. Pajama pizza party, Revelations, happy birthday. Get yourself a cake. Give yourself a big hug from me and from Dana Marie. You're a BFF. You're ride or die. She loves you. I love you. We all love you. The city of Orlando, Florida loves you. Although they're probably still asleep right now. I'm here for a Vampire Diaries fan convention. It's incredible to me that it's been off the air for like 5 years. People still love the show. Go figure. And what's great is the fans don't even recognize me because I have this massive beard and I just kind of walk among them and then I spook them. But you know what? Today's your birthday. Well, actually, a couple days ago was your birthday. Happy birthday. You're the best. Thank you so much for watching the show. All seriousness, we don't have a show without amazing fans like you. Like you, Scarlet. Boop. All right. Happy birthday. Peace out.
There it is.
That was awesome. Happy birthday. Or
Thank
belated
you.
birthday.
It was on the 13th, and I even forgot about it myself. But Dana, the legend that she is, the ride or die friend that she is, came through, and we celebrated Friday night. And
Yeah,
yes,
that was a cool cameo though. That was like heartfelt, you know. That wasn't just like read the line.
Happy birthday, bye.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Let's see. Arrow, you sent me something. Hang on, sweetie. Let me see what you sent me. Go ahead, Dana.
Oh yeah, no, it was a lot of fun trying to make Scarlet think that nobody gave a shit.
The
But
gaslighting.
She literally was investigating me like I was a criminal. But no,
What day is it? I had no idea. What?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Never heard of a birthday. What is
Oh.
that?
No, because I forgot it was my birthday, and then Dana was like, messaged me. It was like, "Oh, Scarlett, I'm sorry. Why didn't you tell me it was your birthday?" And I was like, "I don't know. I don't really care. I don't celebrate my birthdays." Look, I celebrate my kid's birthday. That's the one that and you, Dana, and all you guys celebrate you guys.
Celebrate a birthday week. I've heard of people say it's my birthday month.
That's
I'm like, it's a
apparently what
month?
the girls
I
want.
Yeah,
barely
that's
get
going
one
too
day.
far.
They're telling me that's what I'm supposed to do, and I'm like, no, that's so. It's like, oh.
I'll get like an
I'd forget
hour if
about
I'm
it.
lucky, you know.
I
But we
forgot about
might
it.
have to turn that finale roundtable discussion into a pizza party onesie wearing
Yes, we
Pajama
are.
party.
discussion.
Yes.
I'll
I
just show up
know.
in our awesome onesies because
Look,
I'm going to
we
get
were
that
already
Panda
looking
Bear
them up.
onesie. I'm getting
I
it.
know we were looking up all the different.
I don't have
onesies.
one. I might have to buy one if that's what we're doing.
Yeah, I do
You might
too.
have
We
to.
were looking
I'll
them
go
up.
on camera with my panda bear.
I want to
I
get
know.
like Blue's Clues pajamas or something embarrassing, you know. If I'm gonna go,
Right? We might as well just do it the right way.
exactly.
We should have saved those onesie pictures.
Yeah.
Get the kangaroo and the unicorn.
I'm getting the panda bear. I saw the panda bear onesie and I fell in love with it, and I'm getting the panda bear.
The kangaroo with the little pouch. I like that one.
They had the one that looked like an avocado.
Yeah.
Arrow, is this something? Arrow sent me something on Discord, and it looks like something from Jade. I think it's to Arrow. I think he did something with for Arrow with the cameo. Do you want to send them? Did you want to come on with it, Arrow? I mean, you're more than welcome to. I know it's the content creators, but I mean, if it's a cameo from Jade, we break all the rules around here for Jade. So Arrow, you let us know if that's what you're asking for, and we will send you the link so you can present that cameo. Because I love Jade cameos. I don't care who they're to. I just want to hear Jade talk. Oh, he did. He roasted you. Okay, do you want the link? Because
Nice. That sounds fun.
matter of fact, I'll just send you the link and you do what you want with it. How about that?
That would be intimidating.
It's a great company. It's an awesome company. My friend actually works for them, and they're really awesome. Their library is growing like all the time, and it's a fun thing to do. I didn't even know it existed until like a few months ago.
Okay, you want me to? All right. Well, I will get that up or downloaded and ready to go for just a minute. We'll go through a question while I'm getting that set up. But yeah, guys, sorry, we totally derailed ourselves a little bit there, but thank you all for the birthday
it was worth
wishes. And oh man, love me some Jade. Thank you, Dana.
You're welcome,
Legend.
honey.
Good legend.
And I can't wait to see what he's going to say for the finale.
Oh, I
I
know.
would have asked him what the deal is with him and Christopher, man, and Jasper. Why does he keep seeing him?
Right?
What's going on with that?
Oh, he can't tell us. Look,
I know.
We would. I would ask all day long. He wouldn't be able to tell us.
Right. He probably doesn't even know.
It's getting to a fact where he's like low key roasting Christopher and Jasper. Like,
Yeah.
I know, that was so
He's like, I've had
dumb,
enough
bro.
of you. Well, he's constantly just the voice of the audience, I think, is like Jade's role in the show almost. And him at this point, he's like, Chris, Jasper, come on, what's the deal? Like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Because we said it last week. It's like Jasper's done. It was a red herring, and there he is again. I feel like it was just kind of teasing us.
I don't know. I felt like Jasper's still relevant. He's
You think
coming
so?
through. I think so.
We'll
I don't
see,
know
we'll
what.
see.
I don't know what. He keeps
I mean,
screaming
they brought him
at
up
him.
again.
They
you
keep
know?
screaming at him, man. The shit was
Yeah.
so hilarious. I was trying to find the screenshot real quick too. That was like later in the episode, right? I think.
He almost fell off the ladder.
Yeah, there it is. Where is he at? There he is. Look,
But it was partly
so
like,
cute.
yeah. It was almost like
He's
this
just
false
sitting
confidence,
there, like he's just sitting there.
yeah.
Mhm. And Jade's just like, Jade found it comical almost at this point. Like,
Yeah, he was like almost laughing at it, making fun of it, but it was like a false confidence he had because then it screams at him the same way it did previously, and then he almost falls off the ladder. So,
oh yeah.
you know, it's
It
testing him a
seems
bit.
like it seems like when he yelled at him, Christopher pushed the doll up.
Mm.
It's like
It wasn't speaking on its own this time.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird. Like he's actually because this is the first scene where we see Christopher interact with Jasper this way, right?
I think.
I guess so, yeah, other than just hearing about him from
Yeah.
Victor, yeah.
That's interesting to me.
Yeah, it was a small scene, but I was like, we have to talk about that for sure.
And they scream.
Yeah.
I know, it's like just say something already. Just say something. Words.
It's not happening. No
Give us
way.
words.
Yeah, Christopher is the worst ventriloquist ever.
He hasn't had maybe he hasn't had enough practice. Who knows?
Yeah, if only we had Jeff Dunham and From or something. That
Oh
would
my
be
god,
funny.
forget about it. Everything would be talking.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll start off like we do every round table and find out what your favorite moment of this episode. And I know a lot of people were upset with this episode, and I completely understand their thoughts on it. I personally thought it was a good episode. I didn't have any ill will about it, but I know some people out there did. So we'll start with you, Brian. What was your favorite moment from the episode?
Well, I think my favorite thing about the episode was it was like an episode about repairing relationships. And I think that's to set up everything kind of getting torn apart in the next episode. But I really liked even the simple scenes like the RV scene with Ethan and Jim and just having this like kind of heart to heart about like it's just about trying your best, you know, and that's, I think, a message like a lot of people need in regular life too, you know, and it was a kind of cathartic moment, and they say goodbye to the voice of Thomas. I don't think we're going to hear that again. So that was a good moment. I also really liked I called it the campaign speech, Boyd's campaign speech, to kind of reinforce his authority that outside the diner and everything. I thought that was a strong scene as well, kind of seeing everybody unite around that common cause. So I point to those two scenes as my favorite parts of the episode.
Awesome. And what about you, Baby Clay? What was your favorite moment this episode?
I'm gonna say Jim is back in my good book. Jim is back in my good book. I feel
Is
like,
he now?
Yeah. It's not saying fuck Jim no more because he finally understands, man. You gotta let the white do a thing. And what surprised me the most was when he asked for Randall. I'm thinking he was going to go in there and start a bunch of bullshit and be on this, you know, I'm protective Jim, so hey, stay away from my family. But he actually goes down there to find out more information, and that shocked me. Like, I thought him and Randall was going to go in a whole argument for the next 10 minutes. But he actually goes down there and asks him, hey, you know, what was going on with Julie? Well, okay, so he starts off the question, what were you doing with my daughter in the woods?
Yeah.
And he set it off like, I'm about to start some shit up in here. But
Right.
he reels it back in and says, hey, I just want to find out, you know, I'm just trying to figure out this information from your point of view. And that is what put Jim back in my good book, because now he's realizing you can't fix this by yourself. You're going to have to let your wife experience what she's experiencing. Hell, you're even going to have to, whether you like it or not, you're going to have to listen to Jade. So I like how Jim is reeling it back in and is letting his wife be the grown-up that she is. Because, I mean, and this is one thing that I noticed. He's being more honest. Like he said to Tabitha, well, like Tabitha said to him, I think in episode, when did she come back? Like maybe episode 6 when they were arguing in the room. And he was like, no, you want me to read your mind. You don't want me to be honest. You want me to read your mind. And I think he's being more honest with Tabitha and himself about his place. And I love the episode. I love the episode. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this episode is a build-up for part 2. I don't think everything was supposed to be in this episode, but I do think it was a build-up for part 2. But I like it.
I feel the same way. I definitely feel the same way when it comes to like the build-up. But what about you, Ray? What was your favorite moment of the episode?
I think I like the Victor and Jim moment. Not Victor and Jim, I'm sorry. Henry and Jade. I got thrown off for a second. But Henry and Jade, when they were in, you know, going on their walk trying to look for Fatima, and Jade basically got to a point with Henry where he was like, you know, you gotta understand what your child has been through. He's been in this jungle. He's Tarzan now. And he took that moment to part ways as well after he was done with him.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
it too.
that was a good analogy. Like he's Tarzan and you're the asshole coming in, getting mad. He doesn't know how to use a fork.
Yep.
Like that really pretty much like summed it up.
It was really well said for sure. And it also shows Jade's perspective, because they've talked about earlier is like the determinism concept. And, you know, there's the nature versus nurture argument. And he's here on like the nurture side, like the environment creates who you become and stuff like that. Yeah. And it also ties in with the whole free will discussion and stuff like that. Shows his point of view and like the evolution concepts, his scientific mind and stuff. So there was a lot in that scene. It was a really good one for sure.
Definitely was. And what about you, Miss Scarlet? Do you have a favorite moment?
Oh my goodness, there were so many good ones. I'm trying to decide. I want to say I liked what we got with the boy in white and Victor, but I also like the kimono ladies. Like I like the whole ending kind of setup where Tabitha goes with the follows the child, the Nkui kid, where they're under, like, it's almost like these two storylines are kind of going together, where you got Victor going through what he just went through with the boy in white, kind of discovering things, and he's down here. They're following these breadcrumbs to that point, when you also have Fatima on the other side of the door going through what she's going through with the kimono lady, like telling her to be quiet, knowing that they're just on the other side. So it was like this whole kind of thing that came together with that that I really enjoyed in the episode. It was pretty crazy, because then we get, you know, the flashback and all that. So it was just this whole moment, and how the breadcrumbs led Tabitha here and Victor here through this episode was just, I don't know, I liked it a lot. And then we get the big reveal, which I think is, I guess, what part of the revelations is for the episode. So we get our Smiley call, you know, cameo. Yeah, all of this. I loved it all. And I don't know what it means, but I still loved it all.
Boy, he chased her ass. I said, damn, he running.
He said, you cannot you do not get to go past go. You do not collect $200. You do not get to make it through the faraway tree. No go.
Damn, Miranda.
I still think that we haven't seen the end of this scene. I think she did make it through the bottle tree. Something saved her or something. I always say, like, if you haven't seen the body, like the corpse yet, it's not over. I've just been conditioned that way with shows. So I think there's going to be a twist here somewhere.
Interesting. Like, don't believe it until you see it.
Yep, exactly.
Let's see what you guys in the chat have been saying as well. We got Daryl saying Boyd and Ella's scene is great. Jim and Ethan's scene is great. Tabitha and Julie's scene is great. Boyd and Kenny's scene is great. So many great moments. Indeed.
I agree.
Yes. Cover them all because I love the episode. I've loved this season. I know there's a bit of I don't want to say pushback, but there's some, there's some concern about some fans, but I'm absolutely enjoying it. Not knowing where we're going, even just being surprised by these last couple of episodes was sort of what they're revealing with the, possible time travel, possible whatever this is, reincarnation maybe. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, honestly, I don't know what it is. And that's what I like so much about the show. So I agree with you, man. It is. All these scenes are absolutely fabulous. See, Fletcher the Chronicle says, my favorite moment was Miranda's flashback for sure, because it ended some of my theories, but opened up a whole new theory about Eloise/Christopher. Indeed. Where is Eloise? And I guess Christopher died too. Like I said, we don't know, right? Till you see the body, we don't know where they're at. Like, where the hell are they at?
I have a feeling when they start showing up as ghosts that they are dead.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Chris is actually dead, but like, why hasn't like Victor seen Miranda or Eloise,
right?
Yeah.
And I would definitely even one more nod to the fact that Christopher may be dead is the fact that his item was in the caves and they seem to like to collect the items off dead people.
Yeah.
Which means Miranda's item was down there.
Yeah. Miranda's like scarf or whatever.
I don't know.
She could have also dropped it as she was running away in a scene like this,
That's true. CDR also says, love the foreshadowing. Victor's dad talking about how Tabitha doesn't have time to worry about Victor because she has her own kids to worry about. Amazing.
Yeah, that was a nice touch for sure.
Oh, yeah. Let's see what else we got from you guys. What's up, Percy? Says,
Percy!
I think Eloise still playing hide and seek. Victor said she's good at it. Indeed,
he did say that.
He did.
Yes, she did.
Yeah. She in them caves, like Dana said. Dana called it. She in them caves, yo. She hide and seeking in the caves. I love it. Like, I'm holding fast to Dana's theory on that because I loved it. It was so good.
It's a good theory. I think they planted that line there for a reason. So I think that Percy's right there for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yes, guys, before we get into the next question, I do have the cameo that Arrow sent me.
Let's take a look.
Let's see what we got. Gotta make sure it's the right one because they both come up as the same thing. I did not. All right, we'll find out real quick if I played the wrong one or not.
Scarlet, it's
played the wrong one.
Scarlet.
Downloaded it. It didn't download it. All right. Well, I thought I downloaded it. It apparently did not download. It's just got that same one. Wait, no. Why is it saying? All right. I'm sorry. Continue on the next one. I'll figure it out.
All good.
Lord have mercy. All right.
You got it. You gotta love it. Gotta love computers.
Because I got two files in my downloads, and they're two separate ones. I don't know. I'll figure it out.
You never know.
All right. What's our next question?
Well, since we figured out what everybody's favorite moments were, is there anything in this episode that you guys disliked? Was there something that maybe you could have done without or you felt no need for, just generally didn't like? We'll start with you, Ray. Is there any moments of this episode that you didn't like?
I wouldn't say there's anything that I didn't like. Like I said, for this episode, it felt like it was a calm before the storm. So it didn't feel as like high octane, or the pacing wasn't moving as fast. So I think just the slow pacing was probably my worst issue. but I think it'll make up for it next episode.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like a really nonstop, fast moving finale. I feel because they have
I
a
hope
lot
so.
of stuff that they got to kind of pack in there if they're gonna pack stuff in there. So it's gonna be interesting, very interesting to see. What
I
about
hope
you?
so.
What about you, Brian? Was there anything that you didn't like this episode?
Well, nothing that I can point to. I don't really have many notes for this season, which is why in my videos I'm trying to emphasize like what themes are there, what symbolism is there, because I don't have a lot of notes. I will say if the finale isn't that big episode that I'm kind of building it up to be, I hope it's not going to be like a House of the Dragon season 2 situation. I don't know if you guys saw that. But the last episode was like it's building up to this battle, and then it's like battle next season. I'm like, what? So I think it's going to be great. One note I generally have for this season overall, and it's very minor, but I think once I point it out, some people might not be able to unnotice this. So, plug your ears if you don't want to hear it. I've noticed in the show that the footsteps are just a bit too loud in the sound mix, and it kind of bugs me. That's one note across this whole season, but that's very minor at the end of the day. I don't know if anybody else has noticed that or if it's just me.
Yeah, I think I did and just ignored it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's just like, just turn it down a few notches,
And what about you, Baby Clay? Anything from this episode that you just didn't like or didn't work for you?
The one thing I did not like was when Elgin helped Ellis try to find Fatima. It's like, bro, it's like you helped steal his wife, and now you're help looking for her. Let somebody else be his partner. That's the only thing.
I think his goal in those scenes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, was he doing that to keep an eye on him and divert him away, if anything?
I think it's that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
It's also him trying to preemptively explain because he knows he is eventually going to find out. Because he doesn't want Fatima to die or anything. So he's like, eventually Fatima's going to have this baby. Everything's going to be great. But eventually Fatima's going to get back to Ellis. So he's like, I'm going to lay the groundwork for trying to make him understand what I did now. So that later when he finds out, he's not going to murder me. So it's that and also distracting him. Lead him away. If they got close to the bunker, maybe he would have been like, hey, let's look over there, something like that.
Yeah, that could be what it is too.
Like, don't look there, go look over there. Or
exactly.
Like, I'll look over there, let's split up. You go.
Hot Take says he's a psycho. Agreed. No, I'm just kidding. He might be though, we don't know. He was definitely acting a little psycho in these episodes.
Yeah,
I don't
lost his damn mind.
Another thing is that I noticed is how he says this is all for the good. What you mean, feeding Fatima your blood and her chugging it to feed the demon baby? Because I don't see anything good happening out of it.
I don't know what kind of conversations he's had with Kimono Lady that's got him convinced that this is gonna make everybody go home.
Yeah, that's what he thinks. But also, I feel like maybe he is a little bit sociopathic in a way because I don't see him like. If I felt like I had to do that for everybody to go home, I would be like profusely like, I'm so sorry it has to be like this. Like it just, you can't like, he's not really trying to convince her or anything. He's just, using his own physical force instead of, so I do think that there is something a little loose in his brain, or he's being possessed in the same way some other characters have been.
I think one takeaway everybody in this town needs to grasp is that when something here is telling you y'all have a way to leave, don't believe them because it's probably not true. You're probably not going to be able to leave.
Right.
Except the boy in white did get Tabitha out of there.
He did, but if he can, why isn't he just getting people out of there? So you're still sus. You're still sus. You had to push a lady out of the lighthouse to get her out of here. So that means you kind of have a way out of here. So why ain't you pushing more people out the lighthouse to go home?
Well, his goal seems to be to free the children or something, right? Like it's all about those children. He's tied in with them. And I was wondering what you guys thought about his excuse for like not showing up as much this season. And I was thinking about it today, and I'm like, it really doesn't make so much sense because he's like, oh, I tried to get through to Chris, it didn't work. Everybody has to find it out for themselves. But he was working with Tabitha to get her out. Like, why? That was after Chris, like well after Chris. So why now is he choosing not to? I think there's something he's not saying. You know, maybe there's some other force working against him that, I guess we'll find out about.
Possibly.
But looks like, Dana, we have a super chat from Robert Sanders for $20. Oh my gosh, hun. Thank you so much. Most generous. Let's see what you got to say. The conversation between the boy in white and Victor was a complete non sequitur and did not logically follow. Yeah. The boy in white tried to help Christopher 40 years ago, and therefore he can't help anyone now. Why? Victor is right, in my opinion. Absolutely. The boy in white is sus. They're all sus. Every one of these last entities is sus. Well, maybe the kids. I don't know. The kids seem to try to help.
The kids is sus too. They not left out.
They ain't left out. Okay. Look, I had them on my list. Look, Ray, you already know they was on my list until they was helping Tabitha out. And then I was like, well, maybe.
Like the boy in white using the Chris thing to me shows he has been observing them and knows that like the memory of Chris is like looming over Victor this episode because he's still thinking about the previous episode. And it's also, I think, of showing he's going for what he thinks is going to be the most persuasive to Victor in the moment, not necessarily what's actually true. Because like you're right, it is a non sequitur. It would follow if he didn't try to help anybody in the series so far. Like if he didn't try to help Tabitha, if he didn't show up to, who else did he show up to? He showed up to other people as well.
Sarah, Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan, right? He saw him
Julie,
outside the colony house.
He didn't show up to Julie. He showed up to Victor to help Julie.
Right.
Sarah to help Sarah and Boyd, which I don't know if he helped Boyd so much.
But it could be partly true in that he hasn't told anybody else what he told Chris, right? Like that conversation never happened. So maybe it's like he's trying to be more indirect at this point, like shepherd people in the right direction without telling them what to do or why. So maybe there is a truth to it, but it's definitely not the full story, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Robert Sanders, for the most generous $20 super chat. We got something for you, hun.
Welcome to the fever dream. Fever, you're on fire. Welcome to the burning desire. I said fever. Join the party. We're burning all through the night.
Absolutely.
Robert, man.
Yes, we love Robert. We still got to get you back on again, Robert. We will do that not just for the Christmas streams, but hopefully here soon, just to see what you think.
His like color stuff out of my brain.
I know, right? It's everywhere now.
Yeah, I've seen it everywhere now.
Like I can't. Every single thing I'm like, dude, Robert, you got in my brain.
Well, you can apply it to what's on frame right now. You got the like red at the center and then the yellow and then the green. So it's like at the core, there's something rotten and it has the ominous raven thing, right? And then at the outside, it's like this veneer of goodness.
And he still even has the blue sort of jacket undertone on there as well. So we get that sort of constant red, yellow, blue. And I love how Robert breaks it down. He also breaks down the color black and the color brown with some of the characters and how that may relate to certain characters and what it may mean. So it was some good work put into that theory, Robert, and we definitely appreciate you, hun.
I 100%. Don't understand why Elgin has had this same outfit on since season 2.
Like that is one of the biggest mysteries I think we'll ever have in the show. That and where's the fanny pack?
Yeah.
Well, how long has the season been? It's been like a few days, right? I mean, it hasn't been that long.
I think
he had this shirt since he came in season 2.
Oh, okay. He was wearing it on the bus and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he been
change your shirt, man.
For a while now. I mean, that should have been our first sign. Now that looking back, guys, that was the first red flag of why he's a sociopath. He doesn't take a shower. Sorry. I said.
Do they have showers? Is that confirmed?
He got in a bathtub with water.
True.
So, I mean, somebody
they have soap.
Everybody else changing clothes.
Yeah.
Everybody else appears to be bathing.
They do. They have a way to do laundry.
Yeah.
They'll go through other people's clothes to put on some old new clothes. So I don't know excuse to why the hell you wearing the same outfit.
Oh yeah. Let's see what else some of you guys in the chat were saying about some things maybe you did not like about the episode. We got Nora Angel says, I hate that Ellis wasn't connecting that Elgin was basically telling on himself. He was super sus when they were together or when they were talking. Yes. He was definitely being really sus and yeah.
I think he was connecting it. I
Yeah,
just
I think he
I do
did.
too. I think
Did he?
he
Okay.
did something.
The way he looked at Elgin
Yes.
in one of those last scenes, he was like, I got my eye on you, man. Like,
Yeah.
this is not right.
Here it
He
is.
needs
That
those
one. There
eyeballs.
it
That's it
is.
right there.
There
Like,
it is.
Okay, I peep you. I see you.
I think there's
Yeah.
something there.
He didn't vocalize it. He didn't like come at him yet. He was gonna go back to Dad and be like, "Hey, Dad, what's up with Elgin?"
Yeah.
Let's
If you
see.
think about Elgin's logic is another like leap in logic. Somebody else to talk about a non sequitur. That's another non sequitur. He's like, this thing happened at the same time. I had my vision, so that means it's good.
And boy saved the town. So nah.
Yeah, no. I don't think so. That's coincidence.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's see
technically,
what else we got. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, go. I was just gonna say, technically, was it Sarah that saved the town?
I don't know. It's very hard to say who saves the town in these
Right.
situations.
Yeah, it's a few factors, right? It's a confluence factors. What ultimately did it was Boyd going back and destroying the music box, right?
Maybe
Right.
we don't know because
But
I
he
thought so
he
until
wouldn't
the
have done that
cicadas are
without the-
still.
Yeah.
Well, the
He
three
wouldn't
are
have
still
done that. Yeah,
experiencing.
exactly, Brian.
I think
Yeah.
breaking the music box actually made things worse.
Yeah, and I
Maybe.
disagree with Dana for the longest time on that until now that we see season 3 and the cicadas are still around. The 3 are still kind of going with the fuckery and the music box side of it might be done maybe, but there's still something about that that's lingering. It's as if it didn't fully fix itself, like it's half fixed because it's still lingering.
Not
And
the
there's
fuckery.
the kimono lady seemed to pop up with the music box. Now Elgin may have already been seeing her. I don't know for a fact.
How about the kimono lady getting physical?
Yeah, no, that was wild.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
So
see.
it seems like up until now she's been like a hollow or she's been some type of ghostly apparition, but she was holding Fatima down like she was gonna do something to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the only other time where it was like that, right, was it was like a dream Elgin had, right, where she was pushing him in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So, but that was in a dream that happened.
She's now fully emerged the same way the cicadas were, right? They kind of appeared in the dreams first, the same way she did, and then they were in the town, and she's still lingering around from it. And I don't know if she's fully connected with the cicadas or not, but she seemed to pop in the dreams with the cicadas and the music box kind of sequence. But let's see. William Brown says, I dislike how pushy Acosta is. What makes you think you can come in and figure it out fast, not even trying to build a rapport with anyone? And yeah, Acosta, she's coming a little hot, kind of like Randall and like a lot of folks. They come in hot thinking they like, what the hell's going on here? Somebody gonna answer some questions, but it always seems that when these people come in, there's just all this other stuff going on that the main cast is like, look, we just don't have time right now for this. Like, we got somebody's kidnapped right now. Last time we had like cicadas popping off and all kinds of random stuff popping off. Like, I'm sorry, you got to just kind of believe us. We know you don't believe us, but you just got to believe that you're in a fucked up situation in a fucked up place, and it's just really fucked up. That's all. It's about all you can say about it.
I mean, she didn't see that when the monster lady got up and damn near ripped the paramedic's head off. Like, did you not see that happen?
And she want answers though. You know, she said, "I need them now." Where's she? I'm trying to find her real quick. Here she is. She was mad. She wanted answers. She's like, "I am a good cop, and I deserve better than this."
She needs to talk to Randall and ask him how that went for him.
Yes,
exactly.
Yeah. I have a feeling she's going to figure out the lie that it was Fatima, and she's going to find some piece of evidence, I think.
Yeah.
Turn people against both Boyd and now Donna as well, because Donna's going along with it. So they're both implicated at this point.
Because why was she brought into town? There's got to be a reason why Acosta was brought here. And it just so happened they bring a real live cop when Fatima kills off Tilly. It's a strong theory, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's there to challenge the authority structure that's in place for sure.
Let's see. Vic says they built this up like some huge episode. We were shim shammed. Oh, I saw me. I loved it. But I understand
I love
It's
every
only part
why.
one. Give it till next week, and
Look,
we'll
I
see.
understand
Right.
because it did have a little bit of like that. We're cutting back and forth between a lot of more just story development, kind of getting ready, like to kind of close out. You can feel like it's closing something, but preparing for something.
Yeah, it was a character-driven episode for
yeah.
sure.
Spidey says Victor not hearing Fatima in the root cellar. I know, right? That's what I couldn't
Yeah.
understand. How can Tabitha they hear her outside, but he don't? He's in such a trance and he can't. I don't know.
Well, we
what
don't know
that
how
reminded
long he
me
was
of,
in there.
Scarlet? Yeah, have y'all seen the Blair Witch Project?
Yes,
Yeah.
and it does. It looks just like that. He was
I thought
standing
of
in
that
that
too.
corner.
Yeah, that was a good like spooky image when he was there. As,
What the
like,
hell
for a
wrong
second.
with
For a
those
hot
two?
minute, I thought Victor was going to turn around and go all Dawn of the Dead or something.
Yeah.
I literally
Zombified.
envisioned some crazy type, like Victor just going fucking postal or something. And I don't know that I was like, oh my God, don't go near him. Don't go near him. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I thought he was just going full blown. I was like, oh no.
Yep. I
No,
was waiting.
Tabitha, turn around. Don't go. No, but he was fine. He was good. Well, he wasn't good, but he was not a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
So
Victor.
what's the deal with Tabitha touching Victor and having this
Ooh.
flashback? My question is, has she ever in the show like had direct contact with Victor in this way? Like, is this a power she's had since like she got here, or is it just this season now? All of a sudden, she has this like flashback thing going on.
It's curious. I mean, I don't know the way they're playing it. Like, because was it just because she did it twice in the episode, right? We do it here, but she does it again earlier in the episode when she grabs him.
Yeah, I was in the church, right, where they were, and
Okay.
and she
And here,
brushes
all
by
right,
him.
all right, okay. Well, that were they ever in the church or here together prior, where she was in like touching him? I know they were in the church for Tien Chin's funeral, but she was not there.
Yeah,
The
I
only
like
other time I remember there being like a physical connection was when he was remembering Eloise for the drawings when they went to the car.
Well, what I'm thinking is, all right, so we have the
I remember
church.
one time.
If we have them connecting at the church and we have them connecting here in the root cellar, again, the root cellar, the church, and Colony House seem to have a greater connection with what's going on here, or at least it makes me think it does, along with the same way how Julie sort of got her vision or time travel or whatever that sort of situation is, like these particular spots, right? The root cellar, maybe the church, because Victor's already mentioned now the church is something special. It scared Eloise. That's where
yeah.
So maybe that's the connection, not so much as the power, but the place, the person and the place. So when she
I
got
didn't
there,
think about
it
the
revealed
place.
it. So her and Victor had to be there in that. It's kind of like, you're remembering something from the past. So you have to be there. She had that embrace, and it was almost like memory, coming right back. I don't know. Cause I'm trying to think if they were ever, I know they were together in other places, but for these, like her remembering this particular moment, because that's what it seemed like both of these interactions were, is she's remembering her in time with Victor.
This is her replaying the moment when the mother says goodbye. Like, yeah, you're totally right. It is definitely the place. And Eloise being scared of the church, maybe there was like a reason for that. Something bad happened there. She wasn't there with the Chris thing, right? Or maybe it was something else.
I say I'm not sure. Very curious. I'll say that they're leaving it very out there. Oh, can't wait till they connect it, because I know if they do it like Lost, they're going to connect it. I have faith in them that they will give us like these little details and how this stuff kind of plays out and what the rules were behind it. I can't wait for that.
Well, I think it's definitely like reincarnation, past life memory.
It's definitely rules, because the reason why I say that is because when Victor goes in the tunnels with Henry, they could have easily mauled them both. But she stands up and she tells him, Victor, you keep coming down here, we're gonna make you stay. So that to me implied that this town has rules.
Yeah.
They just can't kill. They have to, maybe wait on the right moment.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as reincarnation, it's not far-fetched because I had two things that I noticed about this episode. You remember how she was saying how she was a little girl and she saw those the three boulders that was in a circle. I was thinking that maybe she witnessed Miranda being killed by Smiley.
Yeah.
Or she could be the reincarnation of Miranda.
Yeah, I remember
And
the bracelet and the
Mhm.
song, like all these common.
And if you
Yeah.
want to even take it one step further with her being reincarnated from Miranda, well, how about all of the chosen? So her dream of that little girl, what if that was the original soul, so to speak, along with what Jade sees with the guy with the skull? They are the original.
Okay.
And the reincarnation from that, you get all of these generations that we see. Jade sees a few of them. We now are kind of getting Miranda seeing a few of them. I wonder, and now the only thing that wouldn't kind of fit would be Abby. I don't know if Abby would be one of those reincarnations because it doesn't fit with Tabby. But
I mean, can we say that? Because she did say she had a dream about
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they're doing the reincarnation though, right? Like how long does soul? Because you have to be born, and I don't know if she was dead. Because if Abby was already, I don't know the time. How old was Abby compared to? Because then Tabitha was born, and Abby died. Tabitha was already alive, so that's why I'm saying like the reincarnation would. I don't know if it would follow the rules with that, but I don't know. It's possible.
Oh well, okay. Now I see what you're saying about that. Okay, now I'm following you. I get what you're saying, but
So like I
all
was
I
down
can-
with that track, and then when I tried to throw
Yeah.
Abby into the mix, it threw off my whole like theory with it. So I don't know, but I'm muddying up the waters with that one. Take it as you will.
Well, maybe okay. So maybe Abby was a chosen one, but when she decided to kill off the whole town, that like maybe declined her being the chosen one because she was supposed to be there to save people and not kill people. So, but then again, I get what you're saying about if Tabitha was still living, how would Abby be? I don't know. That's a good.
Well,
find.
can we think about it like Lost? Because if you remember, Jacob had more than one candidate.
Damn sure did.
So
Damn
what
sure did.
if there is more than one person who is a chosen because of situations that happen with like Abby and other things? So what if they were both tapped and supposed to come here, but the real person who was supposed to save hasn't been revealed yet, kind of like how we didn't find out about who was the real candidate until the very end of the show come Lost. So what if it's just another one of those things that there is more than one chosen, just like how there was more than one candidate?
Nah, that's bad too.
Mm-hmm.
It has been giving Lost vibes, especially with the hatch.
Yes, the hatch. Yes, we had some folks asking about that as well.
So why don't we jump right into that being the next question? So,
all right,
where do you guys think the hatch leads? If it leads anywhere, what are your thoughts on the hatch? Besides that, it makes it look like Lost, but that's just me.
Yeah, John Locke or somebody's popping about that sucker.
It has to lead somewhere.
I swear, if Desmond pops out of that hatch, I'm stepping back and I'm gonna be like, "That's it."
I think it
told
leads
y'all.
to the tunnels. That's what I honestly think. That's my theory. I'm sticking with it.
That's the most natural. Like it's going down. That's what we know is under. It makes sense. It would be interesting if it was somewhere new, just because I would like to see something new. But maybe there's like hidden secrets under there. I mean, what is the history of this room? Like, whose room is this originally? What was the purpose of this building? Maybe there's some hidden past here. Like why was the Civil War person crushed with the rock or whatever it was? Or was it the Civil War person or another person? There was that body
that
crushed.
was another person.
Yeah, but still, like, why was he hiding in that closet? I guess maybe just hiding from the monsters, but I'm just trying to think of like what else it could be. But given that this episode's called Revelations, I'm like leaning towards it's somewhere new, but if it was the caves, that would totally make sense.
If she goes down there and ends up on the island, I'm gonna lose my shit.
What if
Hell yeah.
what if she goes and it like leads to the real world? Maybe that's the way out.
I'm thinking there's going to be some sort of connection to these other places. I'm hoping it's going to connect to maybe Colony House or even a way outside, which, hang on, let me find it. Dang, I was ill prepared. Where is it when tapped? Okay, here we go. This structure right here, this old building, again, another one of these structures like the ruins.
Yeah.
The hatch is right back here. Goes down. It could come up here. It could go Colony House because Colony House has some extra rooms in the basement we haven't explored yet. Even maybe the church. Just because, like I said, they're kind of, to me, I seem like they're connecting these buildings the way the building structures are, with the stone structure underneath with Colony House and how those archways are. Dana, you know about the archways.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Dana already
please.
knows.
Please.
Sorry, guys. I was talking about her dad. Her dad has just sort of taken a glimpse from, and he knows all about archways, and he was telling us about them. But yeah, they
Okay.
My father swears that it's nothing serious. It's funny.
Oh, man.
Thank you, Scarlet. Thank you for this very much. I know Dulcinea is probably like, I'm about to friggin' lose my mind. My father swears that it is the Italians who made the archways. Italian people made the archways because Italians make archways. We were the first to make circular oval archways.
And then you got the aqueducts, right? The Roman aqueducts and whatnot.
Yes, it was the Italians.
So there you go. The Italians did it, people.
Why not?
So Dana, I guess the Italians did it. I don't know. He's Italian, so he knows.
No, PM. My father cannot come on the show. No, it is not allowed. No.
Yeah, go ahead and bring on Papa From.
No,
let's do it.
No. Dulcinea, help me, Dulcinea. No.
Hey,
no.
I love him. He is my kind of guy.
Yes, Era Dad from I love it. Look, we already said, we told her dad that we would create another channel just for our families, just that way they can say and do whatever they want. They just go on and have a good old time.
It took me an hour just to explain to him what a super chat was. So no. And he does not understand why we are all watching a show that we know nothing about. And if we don't know anything about it, why aren't they telling us what it's about?
Yeah.
So please, we will go in circles with my father.
That could be fun though.
Can we get him on the Discord? Can we get him and your mama on the Discord, like from Pops and from Mom? I mean, not in Discord, but on the live one day.
Oh,
that should be amazing.
People are killing me. I don't think my father will agree. He got all nervous because there was 5 people in Discord. He was like, everyone can hear me? I was like, yes, everybody who's in this chat can hear you. Well, what if I say something wrong? So
you get canceled. It's over.
We're gonna create a whole new channel, the From Family channel or something. Our families come on. We'll just ask questions. What do you think about this scene? And just get the reaction. I don't know.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Y'all can make vids like the Costco fam. Yeah.
Have all the parents talk about From. That would be hilarious.
I see all these type of videos like my mom or dad reacts to this. Like I'll scroll through YouTube. It's like dad reacting to the Kendrick Lamar album.
You're not the only one with some parents that'll say some crazy shit. So it'd be fucking funny.
Definitely not.
But yes.
So
I forgot where we were. We were talking about.
According to my father, it's the Italians.
I like it.
The
hatch is what we were talking about.
That's what we were talking about. The hatch. So yeah, I don't know. I think it might be connected to some of these older buildings that we see.
I didn't even see that building back there, Scarlet. That's crazy.
Yeah, I never thought to pay attention to
it at one point. We know that you had to hide here, and a lot of things were done underground, as we saw when Boyd first arrived, where they originally hid. what if that hatch is just a series of tunnels or whatever, where maybe the colonists or the people we're calling the colonists hid at one point, and it was an easy way for them to get around at night from place to place since they couldn't go out.
Oh, and
Yeah,
Dana,
that would make
But
sense.
sorry, we got something from Robert Sanders again, the legend, $10 super chat, saying, Dana Marie, your father is correct in that Romans, early Italians, were first to invent and use a keystone, also called a capstone, in their arches to provide greater support to the arch.
that's exactly what my father said.
There you go. That's right. See, Daddy
You
can
got
come
it.
on. Daddy
Nailed
knows
it.
what's up. Robert supported it. There we
Now he
go.
has to come on. Like,
Exactly.
hey, they gave you $10 to come on the show. Now
See,
you gotta
your
say
dad's gonna love that, Dana. Oh my God,
Yeah.
tell him.
that.
He will
Tell
certainly love that.
That is awesome, Robert, and we love you so much, hon. Here you go.
Welcome to the fever dream. Fever, you're on fire. Welcome to the burning desire. I said fever. Join the party. We're burning all through the night.
But yes, thank you again, Robert. Awesome $10 super chat. Cannot thank you enough. Man, Dana, you gotta tell your dad about this.
I'll make
Definitely.
sure I tell him about this.
He's gonna love it. He's gonna be a star just like your mom. I knew it.
Yeah, my mom was something else this weekend.
She did so good. Oh, we got a question from Steph1816. How long is the next episode? I did not even look to see.
Is that
I hope it's
information
53
available?
minutes.
Like, can you see when that is?
Is it up yet? I'm not even sure. I'm just gonna see if you can.
Like, would it show up on MGM Plus or whatever?
Right.
I'll check. Let's see.
Yeah, I'll even check IMDb to see.
Please don't let it be 40 minutes, bro. That's a part 2. Y'all gotta.
I think
you
it's
know,
probably going to be the same length. I would say,
I
like an
hope
hour.
so. I hope it don't go less. That's
give
Oh,
us
I
a little
can't.
more lengthy episode. A little more.
I don't think it's
lengthy.
going to be bonus length though, because I don't think they did that previous seasons. It was like the same as a normal length episode.
see. While we're looking that
It
up.
doesn't say. It doesn't say on MGM Plus.
Okay.
It shows up there, and it it doesn't have a runtime on it. But I would guess between 47 minutes and an hour. The
Mhm.
normal length.
Yeah.
Oh man, we don't get like a good almost hour and a half episode. It's the season
I
finale,
wish.
man. God.
I don't think they
I
do
know.
that on the
No,
streaming
they
shows
don't.
too much.
No, they
yeah.
don't. I know.
Yeah.
It's wishful thinking. It's fine. All City Big says the hatch goes to the Earth's core. Oh damn.
What if it's another faraway tree? They go down there and they just go somewhere random.
Maybe. Like Bitey says the hatch may be where Eloise is hiding. Ooh.
But she went out the doors there. She went out the doors, and that's where we saw her last.
52 minutes.
Oh, it's
52.
It says that on
man,
IMDb.
yeah, that's reasonable.
No, I asked my friend in my Facebook group.
Oh, okay. How do you find out about that, I wonder?
Oh, that
Probably
Facebook group I'm in, they find out the most niftiest of nifty things.
Okay. It's very specific. I'm inclined to believe it just because of the specificity.
I know, right? Like,
Yeah.
all right. Sounds good enough.
Figured
Yeah.
if anybody would know, it would have been her.
Sure. Yeah, maybe it like leaks out on one of the other stream services. Like you can get for MGM as an add-on for like Amazon or one of the others, The dungeon where Martin is.
And could
That's
lead there. Ready for Raw. Yeah, it could be. I mean, like I said, where this hatch leads, I don't know.
Got my
Susie
theory
Greenberg
on.
says to the ballerina performing Swan Lake. Yeah. She's still hanging around, maybe.
Yeah, she's around somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Still dancing, I'm sure.
Right in on board.
Absolutely.
See, we got a question. From PM, do you think From Dad would like Jim or Randall as opposed to From Mom? See, these are some hot-hitting questions, Dana, that we need the answers to.
Absolutely.
I am probably going to say he probably would like neither because my father doesn't like pretty much anybody. I would most likely say my father would just grunt and Say they're both idiots.
Relatable.
Definitely.
For sure.
But yeah,
I
let's
don't
see
know.
what
Jim
else
won
we
me
got.
back. He won me back.
So, what else do we got, Dana? What's our next question?
Okay, so let's see. We kind of talked about, what we thought of, the ending with Tabitha, whether she's Miranda or Eloise. Trying to think, we had a big discussion. Oh, here we go. So, do you guys think that Boyd is back to being in the town's good graces with that, speech? We're gonna take stuff back and reclaim everything. Do you think that Boyd is kind of back in the good graces of the town?
I think so. And his speech, I called it a campaign speech because he's pleading his case, and it's not about him, it's about everyone else getting control back. And it's like he's like, I can't force you because force has never been what gave him authority. It's the hope that people see in him, and like the mission, the fact that they're all on the same page. So it's like bringing everything back together. And he brings that talisman specifically to subconsciously be like, oh yeah, Boyd is the one who brought us those and brought us the life we have now. He's definitely, even though he doesn't say it, that's why that is there. So I think for now, yes. But again, there's the lingering lie that he told, or lie by omission, rather, with the Fatima situation and Tilly and everything. And I think it's going to get uncovered. Maybe that fanny pack will come back after all. But I think Acosta is going to find out the truth, that there was a lie told. And I think that all these bridges that have been mended in this episode, including like Kenny and all of the characters that have been repairing their relationships, I think a lot of them are going to be shaken up. At least that's what I'm hoping for. From a story standpoint, I don't want that to happen, but it's more interesting.
No, that is very interesting. What about you, Babe Clay? You think Boyd, this is his redemption? He is back in, everybody's got faith in Boyd again. Long pause.
Okay, well, I will say this. I believe 50, part of me wants to say yes, but a part of me wants to say no. But I think more so yes, only because of what happened to Dale. If Dale didn't end up in that pool and ended up actually somewhere else, no one would have any faith in Boyd anymore. But being the fact he showed up in the pool because he never knew where the tree was going to take him, and now he's giving out this campaign, like Brian said. That's basically what it was.
Yeah.
And
vote for me.
Re-elect me as your town sheriff.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. And I want to say yes, but you still got that one bad apple out the group. And I think he does, but it's always a but.
Like if Fatima wasn't missing, he couldn't have taken this opportunity to do this. Like that, what Acosta said to him earlier, like you got to give everybody something to distract them. And it's not even about Fatima. It's about this like ephemeral, like the need to get our control of our lives back,
This is the distraction to kind of,
it's a story he's weaving together.
And Boyd loves saying to this town, fuck you, you don't break. Now, I don't know how many times you go say this, and bad shit happens as soon as you say it. Stop saying it.
Stop saying it.
Stop saying it, bro. Just be like, hey, we got hope. We gonna have faith. Bringing out the F word every now and again ain't gonna make it no better for them. Because the town is hearing. The town
right. They hear everything.
They hear everything.
Well, what about you, Ray? You think does this give Boyd is he back in the good graces of the town?
I don't think so. I think that he, just like Donna said, he spent up what he had left as far as their confidence in him.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really done anything to build it back up. So I think that he's out there giving a good speech, but in the back of people's mind, they may be willing to turn against him or follow somebody else.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come crashing down.
And then he lied. Yeah, yeah. And then he lied to Kenny again. So when Kenny finds out that he lied,
Exactly.
he's gonna lose all confidence in him.
Yep.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree that he should have also included. You told Donna, so now it's like, and Kenny would keep his confidence. I don't think that Kenny would go running off like, oh, I'm going to tell everybody, like even like Donna did. Like I think Kenny would keep his confidence. But yeah, that's definitely going to be a hard one. What about you, Scarlet? You think Boyd is back in the good graces of the town?
Well, first I want to say a good night to our good friend Robert Sanders.
Good night,
Enjoy
Rob.
your Monday night
Good night,
football.
Robert.
And yes, one episode left, and we will definitely have to get a rewatch in there.
I mean, a 1 day rewatch. Like we got to do this shit.
Oh man, we going like full.
Long
man. Oh God.
From dawn till dusk, sort of shit, huh?
Oh
Yeah,
shit. We'll see what we can work out. We gonna have them pajamas on then, because goddamn it, if I'm staying around for that long, I'm staying in my pajamas.
Yeah,
Right?
Might as well. If you don't have face cam on, nobody can
Might as
tell.
well, right? You just well get cozy, yo. Get the blankets out. It'll be one of them kind of days.
Yep.
Well, it is getting colder out, so you never know. Maybe we can do a.
Yeah, it is sucky.
I know. But as far as Boyd goes, I mean, I want to say that in this moment, the town may be starting to want to come together and kind of like, okay, it's back to the same Boyd that we know. But again, it's going to, like you guys say, it's going to fall short because once they figure out what's really going on and who knows what's going to happen with this baby and what fuckery the town is going to place on Boyd further, that it's just going to be another one of those, oh, we were let down. We were, again, just the constant repeatedness of Boyd's coming up, he's trying to promote things, and then it just kind of falls through, and he's definitely losing that grip. It seemed like he had them in this moment. Like people were starting to be like, okay, we're back to good. We're back. We're towns together. We're gonna go get stuff. We're gonna do things, and then of course we'll see how that really turns out for him when it's all said and done.
Even thinking about like what's gonna happen with the Fatima thing, like one of three things can happen. One is they find her. And she's going to have this guilt about Tilly. She's going to tell people what she did. Definitely. And, he's not going to be able to escape the fact that he knew that, at some point. Or two, she dies, in which case it's all over nothing. Like this hope that's built up. We're going to take our lives back by finding Fatima. She's dead. That's gone. Or three is they just don't find her, which I don't think is likely, but that wouldn't help either.
I know. Open the door, I'm yelling.
What's supposed to get back, right? That's what I'm doing.
I'm sorry, I'm talking to my kid. I forgot I was talking to you, just my kid. Go to the shower. I'm like, I take it. It's almost bedtime. Go get your shower. We're gonna tell her go get a shower.
Low, medium, or high?
It don't matter. I'm sorry.
It won't matter.
No, it's okay. That's what happens with kids. You gotta wrangle them all.
It's like, you need me to go get her. I'm like, yes. Over the door. I'm about to yell at her. Damn it, it's almost bedtime.
Low, medium?
Yeah, go tell her.
Yeah, I understand. I got three over here.
Well, there's my good hot mic moment, folks.
I just need to know what level I'm
It could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse.
Definitely.
We can do 1 through 10,
Oh,
whatever.
gosh.
You just have to let me know.
Yeah, that's my husband's
'Cause I can
background.
go in there-
Everybody
I
gets
can
to
go in
see it's family, It's fun.
Hot. See, it's not just my crazy family.
No,
See?
not just you. It's me. I did that. That's fun. All right.
There we go. Tag, you're it.
That's horrible. Oh, I totally forgot. Yeah, no, that's good times. Good times, folks. Where were we? I'm sorry. I totally.
We're talking about Boyd and his speech. David has a really good point in the chat where he said Boyd represents the ruler Jungian archetype because he fears chaos and exercises power. And I think he's right about that for sure. Everybody seems to kind of embody an archetype. Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a great point there.
Yeah, that is a pretty good point. Just it's
Boyd,
just
Boyd.
I know. I don't know what to make of Boyd. like I feel like this is just going to further break him in a sense, because he's using this moment to like rally the town together. But like you guys say, once the truth comes out that either he knew about what Fatima did with Tilly and then had everybody searching for her, but then it's like I agree with Donna of what Fatima represents.
Yeah.
She was such a light in this town and in Colony House, and she, you know, represents the little bit of good that kind of was left. And it just,
there's so many lines talking about that. Like Ellis talked about how she helped so many people. Even
Yeah.
Elgin talked about how she helped him.
Julie did too.
Bringing that flashback scene where they have this celebration. Like not everybody's getting like a 1-year celebration party. You know,
yeah,
like
so it
that's a
makes me
special
further
thing.
wonder if the choice of Fatima more so had to do with what she represents to people.
Definitely.
And another way to break like everyone, with her going through this and turning someone like Fatima into a murderer and to actually killing someone, like
Yep.
it
Pervert
this
the
makes
good
me
thing,
believe
the
further
pure
that
thing.
this place is all about breaking people, and
Yeah.
Fatima will literally break like it will break everyone.
Yeah. And we were talking earlier about how there's the creatures in the cave were like, oh, if you come down here again, we won't let you leave. And it's like they have almost like a currency of like hope as well as fear. Like they both kind of need to coexist. They're kind of like two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
And that's how this place operates. Is you can't have too much fear because
Yeah.
then they won't be able to like have that same effect. You have to have the fear and the hope together, and that's what gives the place its power.
Yeah,
So
like it's some type of balance.
yeah, exactly. Because if they could just kill everybody at one time, but then there would be no like psychic energy here for them to feed off of.
No emotions
Yeah,
either, because everybody
100%.
will kind of just shut off.
Yeah.
No, that's a really good point. Let's see. Are you back, Scarlet, or do you need me to read the chat?
No, I'm here. I'm here. No, I'm definitely here. A little embarrassed, but I'm still here.
You're good.
Bless.
What's our chat saying?
All right. Golden Child says, I think this show purposely relates to many religions and beliefs that contain reincarnation. And definitely can see that.
Yeah.
See what else we got. Daryl says, I don't think this was done to break people. I think Fatima is giving birth because she is the reincarnation of the kimono woman. Oh, okay. I mean,
I think it's both. I think it definitely is to break people, but it could also be that she's the reincarnation. It could be. Yeah. For sure.
CPM said earlier, talking about Boyd, he should have never fallen from grace with the town. The town people suit. They don't help. Yes.
They don't.
Yeah, they don't. They do a lot of complaining for sure. And
well, it's definitely like anybody in a position of leadership. As soon as things aren't going as well, even if it's not a result of something they did, people are going to point to the person in charge and say, you're the reason. And maybe there's some truth to that. Maybe there isn't. But it's definitely like, you know, they always say the crown is heavy, right? That's what that means. Yeah.
Let's see. Daryl says, I think next episode might break Boyd. That is definitely a possibility.
A point I thought of was that the way he was talking to Kenny was similar to how Elgin was talking to Ellis, and how we were talking about how Elgin was almost preemptively explaining the decisions that he made so that when the truth comes out, the groundwork is laid. I think Boyd was doing that in a way. He was like talking about Kenny's dad, but really what is he talking about is the lie he's telling right now about Fatima. So I thought that was interesting. I noticed that similarity there.
Let's see. Susie Greenberg says it's like they build people up to break them down because it creates more energy or fuel for them. Absolutely.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Like nuclear energy. You break apart the particles or whatever.
Yeah. Welcome, Crazy Mad.
Oh Jesus, no way.
The lasagna again.
Oh yeah, it never. It's an ongoing battle.
Love
The
it.
war rages on.
I need to be informed on this. I don't have an opinion. I haven't had Stofers, so
Don't. It will
Lasagna versus what?
It will ruin. Don't just stick with the homemade stuff. I can teach anybody to make a lasagna in the amount of time it takes you to heat up a Stouffer's.
That's right. Stouffer's lasagna versus homemade.
Homemade all the way.
The
What
battle rages
what kind
on.
of question is it?
Exactly. Ask Sir
My-
Crazy Mad in the chat. Ask
my
him what
opinion
kind of
is it
question
turns
that.
whoever's making the homemade. If they don't know what they're doing, Stofers might be better.
Yeah, exactly. But can I say this too?
In this instant, it's me.
Okay. Well, by your accent, I think I'll go with your lasagna.
I'm even the Italian.
All
that
right,
makes
all right,
my
all
own
right.
sauce. So
When you're broke or short on time, Garrett says in the chat. Sounds about
So,
right.
so I'll say this though: their mac and cheese is delicious.
Yeah.
So
the Casanova says Stouffer's from
some
BJ's.
salt and
is where
pepper
it's
on their
at.
mac and cheese, and you'll be all right.
I
Yeah.
ain't gonna lie.
Pharaoh's
Stouffer's got
homemade ricotta
the
cheese.
Swedish meatballs and noodles, bussin'. That's all I can eat from.
as an Italian, I cannot. And as a
Just about,
mother who
right?
still has permission to whoop me whenever she feels like it, I will never ever say that anything is better than homemade.
Fair enough.
Yep, DZ guy even says I grew up on Stouffer's, but homemade is where it's at. You know, and I can't. I have to take my
Homemade
girl's
is for
side.
people with no
I have
lives.
had a Stouffer's before, but I've been worse. I went for great value. I would have stepped down.
I'm not knocking.
Oh
I'm
no,
not
you
knocking.
can't even comment on the situation. You can't even talk.
You see what he does? That's it. He's no take. Get him. Go away, Crazy Mad.
Oh, sorry, guys. You know it. You gotta love it. Yeah, I'm a traitor. I'm not a traitor. I'm not a traitor. Crazy Mad.
You're from Alabama.
Look, it was enchiladas. It was great value enchiladas. There's no record of me doing it with these.
I wouldn't go around saying that out loud. I'd keep that to myself.
Yeah, I know your stomach was bubbling after you ate that.
Hey, Walmart got some good stuff, but I don't know about macaroni and cheese.
I don't know about the enchiladas.
I even make homemade macaroni and cheese. Like I can
make the homemade stuff too, man. But sometimes, you know, the convenience is there.
I got a question. Would y'all buy
But what
Stouffer's
is
from
better is
Fromlane?
totally different. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Would y'all buy Stouffer's from Fromlane?
Man,
You
I
gotta
hope
take what
not
you can get in
anything.
from
He and
land.
Jen would find a way to make it homemade. So I don't even want to hear it. She would find a way to bust out some noodles, bust out some shit. She would make homemade lasagna even in Fromville.
Oh, well, PM says you should do a giveaway and raffle a From Mom lasagna.
There you go.
Oh, that sounds good.
I
I
don't know if
would
that's legal to mail.
I would buy
Yeah, I
that.
might not be able to do that, but I could certainly maybe do that with some of her sauce.
I would get Stouffer's and Fromland so I can see like where it's made from. Like I want to see where it's coming from.
Well, y'all, look, now we're on food.
Read
and
the
watch. We're gonna
instructions
get
and the
hungry in a
ingredient.
minute. We're all gonna be hungry in just a second.
I get it.
We're so
too
full
hungry.
of food.
I-
Y'all know
But
about mac and
see
cheese.
what he does? Do you see? It's all his fault.
He totally
All his
derailed it,
fault.
crazy man.
We were
Look
all
what you
doing
did.
good, talk about From, and then here he comes like a bull in a china shop talking about his Stouffer's.
again.
Just think of
Stouffer's.
Fatima and drinking that blood, and I'm pretty sure your appetite will go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stouffer's over the blood jar. Could we at least agree on that?
Yes,
Great
I will
checking,
even.
man.
Yes, you might.
There we
even
go. We
catch
found
me
common ground, folks.
eating some Stouffer's over some blood.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she was drinking that blood, that made me. I don't say ew too often, but
That was bad.
yeah, it was an ew moment.
But
Definitely.
even the way he
Drinking
was like
that
putting the
blood.
jar up to her mouth, like take
Like
it,
a 2-year-old.
Drink it. It's
Right?
It was like a
yeah.
kid.
Yeah,
But
just
once
like
she
a
started
kid, a kid that don't want to taste it, you let them drink it,
Yeah,
and they're
just
like, "Ooh, I do
drinking.
like this. I do
Eat your
like this. I want some more."
vegetables.
Oh,
Yeah.
but once she started gobbling that shit down, there was no going back.
Ugh, that was nasty. Not as bad as the dead body that she was eating blood out
Nah,
of
it's
earlier
definitely not
this
as bad.
Yeah,
season.
this definitely nobody had to die this time for Fatima to get her fix.
Yes, that is positive.
Fatima. She was one of my favorite characters, man. She going out bad.
Mm,
It is. It's very sad. But our final question before we kind of delve into whatever you guys want to talk about. So we talked about a little bit how the ghoulish child led Tabitha, excuse me, to the root cellar. But was the child leading her to Victor, or was the child leading her to where Fatima was? And Victor just happened to kind of get away and in the way of that. Do you guys think that she was there to trigger those memories with Victor, or was the ghoulish child leading her to where Fatima was hidden?
I think both. I think
Yeah,
they're.
I was
I
gonna
think
say
both
that too.
because after this, I think Fatima. I mean, excuse me, Victor and Tabitha are going to go through the door because they have to see that door there. I,
I don't
I
know
don't
if
know.
they will.
You don't think so?
I mean, once they went in there and then they leave, are they going to think to look there again for Fatima later?
If she's in there screaming and stuff too.
Yeah. But Komodo lady is there.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah,
forgot.
suppressing that for now. I think it's interesting with the children because it's like, what is their motivation? Because we haven't seen them do this before. They just kind of like closed in. They never have they ever really led Tabitha anywhere before? I think this is like the first time. So I have a feeling that their intention is like the end is the beginning thing with whatever's going to save them. So this is like a step in that direction with connecting. I think it's more about the Miranda thing that happens than necessarily like Victor, or I think Fatima's like a side quest at this point. Maybe I don't even know that they would necessarily care about Fatima, the children, that is. So I don't know. I tend to think she was leading him towards Victor, but the reason for that was Miranda to trigger memories. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can definitely see that too.
You
I think I agree
one
with you on that
special
one.
in that cellar. That's what that was.
Yep.
What about you, Scarlett? Do you think the child led them to Victor to trigger the memories, or do you think that they were really like trying to lead her to where Fatima was?
Well, it seems like both because they're kind of both. I want to say they're going to be together in the end. Kind of what you're saying, Brian, right? Like we're getting to where she's getting the memories of her past, but she's also trying. The kids want her to try to save the kids. Well, if Fatima is sort of her birth of this child is like one of these children being born in darkness, only to be murdered in darkness.
Could be.
It's that sort of connection. So I said that I love that whole ending scene because of the connections between the characters and how they kind of came to that point and how it's connected. We got what Victor's going through leading into Tabitha, and then we got the child behind the door in darkness seemingly, which it was, yeah, both is my answer. Both.
Yeah, it could be. Definitely. Yeah, I didn't think previously about the connection between Fatima giving birth to the children, the birth in darkness thing. I mean, she's in a cellar. That's pretty dark. And also, like, just a dark situation, to take a different meaning of the word. You know, she's like prisoner there. And dark is in, like, the opposite of light, right? So, like, the Komodo wearing lady's like a ghost. She's dead. That could be, like, dark as well. There could be a lot of meanings in that.
Let's see. Woodrow Nichols says Julie heard them being sacrificed, so the kids may have led Julie also.
The screaming that she heard.
Because she
Now, was the screaming that she heard? Was it the children screaming from being sacrificed, or is Julie hearing the screaming that it was her, Randall, and Marielle's screaming that she saw in the
Well, in the
threshold.
cave, yeah, when she sees the dungeon, and then she seemingly goes into the caves. Towards the end of that, I'm not sure who. I don't know who she's hearing. I don't know if it's the townspeople for a new massacre or if it's the Nkui kids and sort of like the original story of what happened to them. I
Oh
would
yes, she
believe
heard them
either
scream.
or.
Yeah, they talk about that in this episode. That's right. Yeah, she did hear the children.
Okay, so it was
Yeah.
the Nkui kids.
Yeah, she talked about with Tabitha hearing that word.
But we do hear a lot of screaming after the kids were, yelling at Cooey. We actually do hear a lot of people screaming like they're like getting tortured or in some type of trouble.
Yeah.
But I'm willing to bet if she would have walked down any further, she probably would have known the origin of the town.
Yeah. And she
But they
was
didn't pull her from
going. Yeah, they pulled her out of it, and she almost got the answers.
And that's what I think Martin is doing. I think Martin is in a state where Julie was in the ruins, and that's why he's able to poof in and out of the dungeon.
Okay.
I think Martin
could
is
be.
still alive. Because
Could be. We don't really see the body, right? Like the body disappears, so there's no telling.
Julie, when she drops the rope, she turns around like a few minutes later, and he's gone. I wonder if Martin is in this state where someone has him, or either he has himself in a trance to where he could do that in and out of the dungeon while still being alive.
Well, maybe him giving, like he gave the worms to Boyd, right? Maybe him doing that kind of freed him in a way.
Well, yeah. Was he still there after he gave the worms to Boyd? Was he still chained up, or did he just leave again?
I don't remember.
He was.
He fell over what seemed to be dead,
and then when he comes back, the next time he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. So he could still be. He could have woken back up somewhere
And
else,
morphed
or
out
like
or
kind of
something,
teleported
yeah.
or whatever.
Possible. Definitely a possibility.
Yeah.
Let's see, Arrow. I'm so sorry, Hunt.
Jeremy.
Hang on.
There it is.
Back. I had to do it this way. It didn't let me load it into StreamYard, so it let me do it this way. But here is the cameo that Arrow got from Jade. And,
Roasting. Let's go.
Yes, Arrow's name is Jeremy. So when he says who he is referring to in this video, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Jeremy, listen to me. Listen to me carefully. Stop digging around, you ding-dong. Stop enjoying your proclivities, whatever they may be. God, I don't even want to know. Yes, that was a fabulous scene. Dale... We did one take where I called him a Dale-do, and they never used it. But you know what? Great scene. I loved it. I love the show. You love the show. Just objectively, as a viewer, I'm very excited to find out what happens next. This last episode was insane, and next week's we'll cap it off. That's episode 10. It should hopefully blow some minds, I'm thinking. Jeremy, thank you for being a fan. It means everything to me, David Alpay, but also, you know, as Jade, I don't give a fuck. Go fuck off now. Do yourself. Bye.
I love it.
That was fantastic.
I'm a fan now. I'm definitely a fan.
They needed to keep that in there. Why did they not use that?
I wish I knew somebody named Dale so I can call him a Dale though.
That's what's so great about like filmmaking is every actor is going to bring their own ideas, and something like that happens and it's hilarious, but it probably just wasn't right for the tone, you know. But it's still like hilarious, you know.
Oh, that is awesome. Thank you, Arrow,
So
and
great.
thank you, David Alpay. That's the gifts that keep on giving, man.
Yeah, he's the man.
Oh, this was awesome. Dude, that was so funny. Well, by the way, if you want to put it in the Discord, you keep it, do whatever you want. But man, that was awesome.
That was.
Oh my God. I
So
I
good.
can't stop. Oh, it's beautiful. I don't even know where we are anymore. We just talked about Jade. I'm just kidding.
Well, now it's
Well,
pretty much we can whatever you guys want to talk about, whatever the chat wants to talk about, and we
yeah,
get
like what's
ready.
going on with Jade's bottle tree? Like they've been setting this up all season. He's been working on that for pretty much the whole season. Something's got to happen with that in the last episode, right? Like there's got to be some
Mm-hmm.
sort of conclusion to that story arc.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, finally back to that. I was so many screenshots. I have to find them. I'm curious to see if because all right, Jade when he first ran into the other bottle tree, right, the one that doesn't go anywhere. It's just a bottle tree. Um, it made me think that. All right, he also gets when he does that. He also sees Tom, right? And Tom's almost seemingly trying to tell him stop drinking, throwing like this bottle tree almost may not be as important as the others. You know, you're kind of just wasting your time. Almost to stop him from investigating. It's the way I took it. It was like trying to didn't really want him to do the bottle tree. So now he is doing another bottle tree, right? So he's almost as if, okay, I'm still sticking to the bottle tree. I'm still sticking with this. We get another apparition trying to throw almost as if it's stopping him again from doing what he needs to do to figure it out.
I took that scene with Tom kind of the opposite way, actually. I thought
Okay.
like it was trying to reinforce what Jade was already doing. Because he's definitely a guy who operates on reverse psychology. You know, like his business that he started, he said in the season, like everybody told him he couldn't do it. And he was just like, screw you guys, I'm doing it anyway. And his whole thing is like he's doing his own thing all season. You know, he's not going to these meetings. You know, any meeting with more than 3 people is a waste of time, that kind of thing. So I think he was talking to
That's a
Tom.
true statement.
Oh, the meeting thing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
100%, dude. But yeah, I think that Tom was trying to like just push back on him a little bit so that he like sometimes you need somebody to argue with you to know why you think the way you think, if that makes sense. Like you need that pushback to reinforce strengthen your own point of view. That's how I took it.
Yeah. I thought maybe he was trying to push him away from it, and then like when I watched this one, I'm like, "Fuck, are they trying to stop Jade?" Like, 'cause it seems like every time he's trying to deal with the tree, when they were doing
the Chris thing, maybe, yeah. But
well,
then
even,
Henry shows up and distracts him anyway, right?
well, because even when him and Jim were trying to do the radio signal in the tree at first, he got distracted with another one of these visions.
Yep.
Seemingly every time he's trying to do something, these things pop up, and almost it seems like Tom always seems helpful, but I've questioned Tom from the get-go because Tom's just he seems too helpful, like I said, and then again it's this the repetitiveness of these visions he's getting that seem to stop him when he's trying to do something. But that's the way I perceive it. Again, the show it could go either way. I have no
looked
idea.
at Tom as like a positive apparition, like in the same way as like Father Khatri is to Boyd.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like
and we'll see, and I see Father Khatri as bad.
Oh, really?
I see Abby's bad. All of these things.
Abby's
that are
definitely
not, I see them all as bad guys. Even like I said, the kids was on my list. They came around a little bit on me this episode. I thought maybe they was trying to be helpful. So I'm like, well, maybe they ain't all that bad.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
for the
who
most
knows?
part, I would say anything that is not a human living body in this town, I do not trust.
But I thinking about what Crazy Mad said. I don't know if is it a power that Tabitha has, or is it just because of whatever she's connected to? Because I don't think she could like go from person to person and just like see flashbacks of memories. I don't know if I'd consider it a power so much as a connection she has to with whatever she is.
I agree.
Whether she's reincarnated, whether she's Eloise, seeing Eloise's memories, I don't know.
It could just be a vision or something. Henry in the first episode of this season was talking about how Miranda was like the latest in a line of people who are trying to save the children. So Miranda Tabitha seems to be the next person in line, whether that's reincarnation. Maybe there's like ancestral loop, like a chain of memories going back to like whoever the first person was to do this. something like that.
Yeah, right. Like I don't know if you, because if it was a power, that would mean she'd be able to touch anybody and kind of see a flash, see a memory, see something to that extent. I would
Very
more
specific.
so call what Julie has a power.
Maybe, but that also seems specific to like that one place so far. Like we don't know if she can do that elsewhere.
We don't, unless it's something she could learn to control.
Yeah, which would be cool.
You know, maybe that's kind of where it's the strongest and she can start to learn and maybe do something to where she'll be able to tap into that at any moment.
Yeah, that would be very helpful, definitely.
Because we don't really know what it is. Is Martin one of these because he had the worms in him to begin with? Can Randall and Marielle also do this because they had the cicadas in them just like Julie did? So
I was thinking like his cicadas when they got really the loudest they've ever been in this episode. It seemed to me like when he had that decision last episode where Julie's like, let's go back to the place, to the threshold. She didn't say that, but we'll call it the threshold. And he chose not to. Like he has the attitude, you know, everything's evil, right? So he's not going to do that. But I feel like it was his punishment for not doing that. And Julie, I don't think is hearing the screams that she's been hearing all season in this episode, or at least she doesn't talk about it. And I'm thinking maybe like going through that almost like cleared that up a little bit, at least for now. And maybe Randall wouldn't be hearing the cicadas if he made that same choice. You know, maybe, like you said, maybe Marielle also has this ability. Randall and Marielle can also do this. And even like in this scene, Marielle's coming in and she's like, I think the only thing she says is, are you sure that's all you heard? Almost like she has some other knowledge. Like maybe when Julie saw them all screaming, she had some sort of like vision of being there or something. Like she knew something was up.
Yeah, possibly.
Or maybe she remembers back to that time, like when they were all asleep, and she remembers seeing another Julie there. Maybe she remembers that, you know.
Definitely could be. I mean, who knows? I definitely don't know. And that's what I love about this show is they have me going in every which direction. But I want to say thank you to Miranda for the $5. Awesome, awesome, hun. You are fabulous. And we love you. And we are going to give you some fever, hun.
Welcome to the fever dream. Fever, you're on fire. Welcome to the burning desire. I said fever. Join the party. We're burning all through the night.
Thank you again, hun, for the $5. Miranda, awesome. You are fabulous, and we love you. And let's see what else we got, guys.
Did you guys see the screenshot from the diner with the sign in the background that people realized was Emily Dickinson poems? Did you guys see that?
No.
I saw it,
No,
but I don't know what it means.
So I saw it in this video. Well, there's a sign in the background and it's part of a poem. There's like some letters out of it, but people figured out there's a poem that Emily Dickinson wrote called Hope is the Thing with Feathers. And on the sign it says, and sings the tune without words and never stops at all. It's just like hope as this currency. It's something that always like continues on, you know. And the tune without words might even tie in with like the music box thing. And then there's like another poem underneath it that's forever is composed of nows is like the poem. And it's the poem lines are forever is composed of nows, 'tis not a different time except for infiniteness and the latitude of home. And I think that ties into like this time loop concept and maybe even like the evolution of, you know, like the Miranda thing getting passed down to Tabitha. Like there's something to that. This is in the scene with Bacta in the diner. So I have the screenshot here. Am I like able to pull it up on screen? Is that a thing I can do?
Yes, if you do share if you hit present, it should give you the option to be able to share your screen.
Okay, let me see. Window. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think I did it.
Yep, I'm going to add it.
Yeah, this is in Think Stories video. Who I don't know if he came up with this or just had it, but yeah, it's this sign in the background in the diner. It's an Emily Dickinson poem.
Oh yeah,
These
yeah,
two
in the back
poems
of the
here.
dot. That's right. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
totally
so
forgot about that.
I thought that was really interesting, and I wouldn't have been able to figure this out, even though I've read this poem before. I wouldn't have been able to place it. So I think that's pretty
Interesting.
cool. I think it's just a little Easter egg. I don't know that it like has too much depth to it, but it's there for a reason, for sure. So I just thought that was interesting. Yeah,
It is, and that's definitely something these writers, these people like to do. Because even if you go back again to Lost, there was there was tons of this stuff.
So many references. There was like
little
whole
things
books
in
I
the
read.
background.
Yeah, there were whole books I read just so I could understand Lost better. Like, I can't think of an example right now, but Flannery O'Connor. That was one of the books
I
she
can
wrote.
recommend is the Lost Encyclopedia.
Oh, okay, cool.
It is literally made by the people who produced Lost, and within it is every answer and every connection and breakdowns on everything within Lost.
Cool. Yeah, I might have to check that out. It's been so long since I watched Lost. Might have to watch it through again, but there's no time. There's so many shows, not enough time.
I know, and it's a 24 episode season show.
Yeah,
so it's not like it's
network
something
television. Those are different times.
It really was.
Let's see. We got Nick L in the chat says, if everything is trapped in from, including souls, maybe souls, including their memories, and these memories are imprinted onto objects or locations. I mean, maybe.
Yeah,
it's possible.
The memories and objects is definitely a recurring theme. So I would say there's something to that for sure.
Mm-hmm. Golden Child says maybe the missing letters spell something.
Maybe. That's spicy.
Could be. There you go, guys. We got another investigation. See what we sussed out.
Might have to look.
And I know we had another question up here. I'm so sorry. Let me see if I started, but it was something I wanted. They asked, was Claire at the town meeting?
Yes, Miss Tisha asked that, and no, she was not. Because believe me, I scoured and I looked and I made sure, and nope, it was another scene that she was just missing from. She was not there.
Nope, she was not there.
Clara from.
Yeah,
that's like Claire.
Okay.
The chick who always wears the blue shirt, she popped up in the beginning of this episode when Victor was trashing his room. Like, Victor, what are you doing? Yeah.
Supposedly, according to the wiki, she was in this episode somewhere.
Yeah, when she was they were saying when she was Victor.
Just
that's right.
All the way back to season 1, when Fatima is having her anniversary party, she's also nowhere to be found there either.
Oh. Well, that came up in this episode, that scene, so might be something.
I've been watching. Trust me, I've been watching her. I've been documenting her.
Here she is.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they're gonna bring her into the story more, they have to highlight her, because I think a lot of the audience is like, "Who's Clara?" You know.
But once you realize who she is and the moments that she was relevant, something's up. You can't help but think something's up with her.
They pop her up pretty frequently and
it's always in key moments.
Yeah,
like,
it's just weird scenes. It is weird
to where she's giving someone information that they needed. Always.
But then she's never because there's background characters that you see regardless. Like you always see them at Colony House for the most part, but she's one that seems to be popping in and out. But then again, I don't know, Data. Might be. I don't know.
I can't, like, there's just so many ish scenes where she's the one that Jade takes the bike from. She's the one that tells Jade where Victor is. She's the one that tells, Jade, not Jade, Victor, that Jade took the violin. She's the one on the rooftop that points out the storm. She's in the back. The only time I've ever seen her in the background was when Tilly was calling out Fatima for being pregnant. She was there and heard it. She was close enough to hear Tilly say what she said.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I've ever seen her lurk in the background. She's also the one that when Ellis gets stabbed by Dale is the one that tells them that the coast is clear, that there's no monsters to get to the van. And she's right there. Like, there's so many key moments that she is present for.
So she's the mole.
I don't know if she's a mole because people hate when I use that word.
Right.
But I just feel like if anybody is going to be something, it's going to be her, because she has the earmarks to what we would consider somebody you don't notice. You don't miss her in a scene. She only pops up when like information really needs to be told or heard or something like that. She just fits in that bubble of what somebody's suspect would be.
Yeah, I never thought much of her until you guys mentioned her by name. I just kind of was like, oh, the colony house lady. Like, she's always there.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought of her. But now you're pointing out all the scenes that she's in. There might be something
And
there. Some
according to our amazing Robert Saunders and his color theory, blue means safety. And she's always seen in this same blue shirt.
Well, she did get her eye messed up, though.
She's on that Elgin energy, keeping that same outfit for 3 seasons.
But what if his color theory marks true, she's safe because of her connection to, whether it be an entity, whether it be, the whatever she's connected to. So she's so sus.
So you think the fact that she's in all these places, she has some sort of other knowledge?
Something. She's also, when she arrives to the town meeting, that the only meeting I've ever seen her attend, she walks in like she was there the whole time, raising her voice and making a comment. Like, you weren't even here for anything. How do you even know what they're talking about? You literally just walked through the door. And she's like suspiciously running out of Colony House right past Julie when she's walking in. And she's also in the diner for Kenny to walk in, where she's placing the flower for Tia and Chen. What if she was looking for something in the storage closet?
Yeah, you never know. I have a feeling that now that you pointed all this out, if there is like some sort of storyline with her, it's going to be like something sinister, right? But if not, she's just like kind of there and has like a positive.
Then they completely trolled me, and I'll take it. But like, there's two. For a person who would be considered a background character, she's in more important moments than we think of.
Yeah.
And moments that send characters down paths. Like, not even like, oh, where's, the t-shirt that I'm looking for. Like, real moments to where they're important.
Yeah. Seems like it. And any named character who gets lines in the script, she's got a lot of lines for somebody who's more of a background character. So
yeah, even she's the one who goes up to Jade after the whole tower incident, and she's like, do you think we made this place angry? Do you think like this is because of what we did? And then as soon as she gets up off the couch and walks out of that scene, Jade sees the symbol on the wall. Jade sees the doll. Like, it's just, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it because it's just and we do that with every little thing. But like, I've just always seen her as this, like, something's up with her.
Yeah, if there's ever an episode that focuses on her more, you already know she's either going to die in that episode or something will be revealed.
Right? But it's
Yeah.
just, it's too much to ignore.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think they would give us this without there being something more to it, unless they are just trolling us to, you know, for
Could
whatever
definitely
reason,
be a troll.
which they could
Good.
be.
It could be. They troll a lot in this show, seems like.
And Dizzy Guy says she is a good witch like Tilly and Donna. Steph 1816 says maybe Claire took Tilly's fanny pack.
The fanny
What's
pack
up?
again.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Keep sussing it out, folks. We're going to find it. We will find it. Golden Child says she was also there when Elgin had his nightmare by Tilly.
Yes.
Yes, she was.
True.
She also walked in when he was looking at the Polaroids.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Like, that's it. I can't, like.
Now, Susie says she's connected to the skull drinker that Jade saw because of the one eye. She had her eye kind of messed up there for a little while after the tower. The one-eyed skull drinker, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I almost forgot about the skull drinker guy. That was something that we didn't no follow up on.
I know, like he's out there in the woods. He's hanging out.
Yeah, maybe he's tied to that, like those cabins with the food, where the food is.
Mm-hmm.
Could be.
Susie says, why don't they ride bikes through the woods so they can explore for longer and get back before dark?
Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. It's pretty hard in the woods. Like there's a lot of lumps and stuff, and unless they make paths, and also like a single spike through the wheel, it goes flat. You pop a flat in the woods, and you're too far away to walk. Kind of screwed.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's like running out of gas.
No, they're just dumb. That's why.
I mean, they left the animals out after they had already like had one of the animals killed by the monsters. They still left them outside without a talisman. I was like,
no,
come
it's
on,
fine.
guys.
They're not coming back to hook with the animals. They got one of us. They're good now.
No, you gotta hide them in the barn. Come on.
Something.
Yeah, for real.
See, Nick L says, is Claire's presence a positive or a negative? Victor could have continued to throw stuff out the window, but her presence made him leave, get the axe, and speak with the boy in white. Again, I don't know, man. These characters, guys, going up, down, sideways. I don't know.
Yeah, Victor grabbing the axe. That was like, I don't know. Maybe he would have done that anyway. But ultimately, maybe that conversation with Boy in White was a good thing. You know, maybe it needed to happen. So it's hard to say without knowing the future, you know?
Right. And speaking of the Boy in White,
I just wanted more from that conversation.
Yeah, I think we all did.
like he's changing. He's got a deeper voice.
Yeah, it's just the actor getting older, but they have to give us a reason for it in the story. And he's like, everything's changing. And that goes back to, remember Victor measuring the trees and how they're moving.
Yeah, I like how the writers did that.
Yeah.
That was clever.
I do too.
Yeah,
That was
yeah,
a
for
good way
sure.
to explain his growth.
And the winter, like the change of seasons, when that never changed, like it does fit in. Everything else is also changing. So it's good that they acknowledge that for sure. I mean, they could have just recast them, but they're sticking with it.
Yeah. I
I appreciate the continuity.
Decision.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
so too. Yeah.
See, Dizzy Guy Explorers says maybe the skull drinker was Tabitha's father in her previous life. Tabby and the skull drinker probably lived in those old cabins.
There's definitely some history to those old cabins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I thought there was going to be some consequences when Jade had to take one of them out to get the bear trap open. I thought that there was going to be like, I kind of assumed that those like totem pole things with the creepy faces, I thought that those might be like essentially the talismans of that area to keep the monsters away. So I don't know. Did you guys think that too, or was that just me?
Yeah, they definitely had them up there seemingly like a form of protection.
Yeah.
But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if they're like, no, that is what is drawing the power to the stones and or some shit. I don't know. Like, I would assume it's for protection because they're totems, but in this
Yeah, I
show,
called them like scarecrows in my review.
yeah. And they
Yeah.
even have, I think, there's a picture or drawing of a scarecrow that Victor made or something. Or
Yeah.
Eloise, one of them.
Yeah, somebody drew, or maybe it was even Miranda. I don't know. Somebody drew them.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, yeah, definitely, like I said, I would say it's probably more than likely for some sort of safety or protection. But like I said, with this show, everything that they turn everything around, so I
Definitely.
never know.
You never know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like, no, these are the heads of the children. What? Fuck. That's so dark. They're going pretty dark.
They
So at
would have
this
decayed
point-
though.
I know they're wooden, but still. This place
Yeah,
is
for
weird.
sure. No, maybe like they were drawn or made after what the
Yeah,
kids
I
look
don't know.
like.
I was
But
just
you never know.
throwing shit out there. I have no idea.
I like that though. It's creepy and dark.
But let's see what else we got. Here it says, LOL, scarecrows since they have the head scars on them. Scarcrows, my bad. Scarcrows.
Oh,
Yes,
I like
Scarcrow.
that's a
I didn't read
pun.
it properly.
Gotcha.
My bad.
Dad joke. I love it.
Yeah, I butchered it. I'm sorry, Aaron. It was a good joke. Though.
I like it.
But yeah, guys, what an episode, man.
Yeah, should be a crazy finale. I'm hoping for
I know.
something special here.
What,
I'm ready
what are
for
we
that finale.
thinking? What are we going to get? A baby? Are we going to get like
Whose
another?
baby is it?
Who's are we going to get a Maury episode? I mean, I don't know.
I don't
But
know.
Maury,
I watched
who
the
was the
trailer
father?
and they didn't give you much at all. If you
they
watched
did. Okay,
it,
I haven't seen it yet. I
wasn't a
planned
lot
on
there.
watching it. I just didn't get to it today.
unless I missed something, I was like, oh well, I was expecting more from the trailer, but I guess they just don't want to show too much, which I respect it.
Oh yeah, because especially now that it's the final, like everybody should really be hoping the way we would want to be surprised that they would kind of leave that surprise for us, despite all that has been released this season.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna end it on a cliffhanger, and hopefully we get a renewal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully. And I'm trying to think, like, what is that? Like, what do you guys think? What is our kind of, I mean, we got the hatch, we got the baby, we got Jasper's still kind of with, that kind of story is still going on. Is it going to be just, are we going to see anything else with Christopher? Are they going to tell us that connection further? I'm trying to think of what else.
I think we have to get at least one death, right?
Ooh, who is that going to be, guys?
Well, I said in an earlier episode in one of my videos, there was a conversation between Elgin and Randall where they're talking about the bus situation when they were introduced, like, oh, I'm sorry I threw up on you and all that.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw that, I was like, that's a scene you write into something when they're about to say goodbye to each other forever. Like this is the last time they will interact, so we'll have them acknowledge what happened earlier, patch things up, and then we're gonna kill off Elgin or Randall. So I think I'm leaning towards Elgin right now, being the murder victim here.
Oh yeah, he's gonna take all the rap, even Tilly. They're gonna put it all on him.
Yeah, so I think there's at least one death in this final episode, if not, multiple. But I'm leaning towards Elgin right now. That's my prediction.
God, if I had to pick, I'm trying to think who I would pick.
Yeah, I'm looking towards multiple.
Yeah,
Ellis, maybe Ellis, because Elgin might have to take Ellis out because Ellis might get wise to him.
That would be sad. Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, that's some hard decision making here, folks.
Or maybe Elgin's like, I gotta kill Ellis, and then surprise, motherfucker! He's caught on to you.
Yeah,
and he slices him.
And Tisha, I'm with you. I'm so anxious for this episode. I don't know where they're gonna go.
Let's
I'm so
go.
excited.
One more.
I know. Oh gosh, I cannot wait to see where they take us. And then we'll be that not quite so long wait as we did on this last season, I hope. But
yeah, I mean they had the strikes and everything, so if it gets a renewal, it should be coming faster, I would think.
Yeah,
I think so.
1 death, 2 deaths, or massacre level. That is a good question, Tisha. It could
At
be.
least
I mean,
one. I love that we're not even saying there's no deaths. Like,
yeah, right. Like how many deaths are we talking on the final?
Well, it is possible. I've been saying it's like apocalyptic. It seems like what they're leading towards.
With the
So
revelations, yeah.
it could really be like a massive change in this following seasons. Like if I was saying like 5 seasons seems like the natural kind of endpoint. So if that's the case, it might be a massacre and just like really have a reset next season. But we'll have to see.
See, Nick L says, I want Jade to see the real dummy that Victor got out of the caves. Yes, I would love for them to get another little touch with the doll and so we can see, right? I need to know. Let Jade hold it again, play around with it a little bit, see if it talks, and if it don't do nothing, then I guess it don't mean nothing.
Right.
Can we get that interaction one more time? I was hoping it was this episode, but it didn't happen, so I'm like, damn it. Let's see. Blue says, yes, I think someone will die. I think Elgin too. He is going to tell on himself. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Possibility.
Especially if it goes completely wrong and like he messed up everything. He's gonna have that guilt, I think.
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I don't know if we're gonna get a massacre. I don't think it's gonna be on that level, but I think we're gonna see somebody is gonna go. And now I'm kind of worried about Ellis, because if he startles Elgin or tries to confront Elgin or stop or anything, I see Elgin flipping that switch and possibly killing him.
Or this baby getting scared the way that Tilly died, right? Like the baby got scared.
Mm-hmm.
Something,
baby wanted some blood.
Yeah.
Hungry.
Delicious.
That's another question. Okay, she's birthing this baby, whatever it is. Do you think we're going to see like a baby? Or are we going to see some other type of shit that this thing comes out and it's like a fucking adult or some crazy shit?
I don't think it's going to be just like a regular crying baby. I couldn't say what it is going to be, but I don't know. I've been saying demon baby. It's going to be something.
Or could it be like Supernatural, how they did that with Jack? Yeah, he was born a baby, but he aged within like 2 days to like, basically an adult.
Yeah. Could we say that the baby wanted Tilly because she was aged to perfection? Like a fine wine.
Maybe. It did seem like spur of the moment, because like the baby's been there for a while. Like the baby had other opportunities to kill Tilly, right? In theory.
I just thought it was funny because she was old.
Yeah. Yeah, that is funny.
Tilly kind of interrupted Fatima's like feeding too. Baby could have been hungry.
Yeah, could be.
Yes, Sarah, is it like KFC original?
Yum.
Oh no, maybe Tilly's cancer was appetizing, says Nick L.
Oh God, Nick.
This is so brutal.
You think the baby will be the cliffhanger?
It could be.
That would be kind of annoying, honestly, if we don't get to see it.
But we just get to see the baby like just born and it's something crazy. And then it's like, all right, that's the end of the episode, guys. Wait till next season to see what happens next. Like, oh, fuck, no. It's all
no, they have to give us something.
What
We're
if
going to get a
face like
cliffhanger.
mutates like the other monsters or something? Like it shifts in and out of forms or something. That'd be creepy.
Oh, hey, what's up, Eric? Eric's in the chat. How's it going? Good to see you, man.
What's up? What's up? Welcome. We have just been going down the rabbit holes of this episode.
Yep. Talking about what the demon baby's going to be.
Oh, no. But I haven't seen the trailer, so.
The one thing that stood out to me most in the trailer was Jade has like a violin thing. He's playing violin by the bottle tree. I don't know what's going on with that.
Oh, he's got the violin again? Oh,
yeah.
Oh. With the bottle tree, does that mean Victor's there? Because Victor let him have it, I guess. Oh, we're going to get something cute by the bottle tree. Is he going to do like...
It looked like
Twinkle Little Star?
It looked like they were trying to achieve something. Like, somebody else was there too. Was it
Ooh.
Tabitha? Somebody was there. Yeah, with Tabitha, Arrow says. Yeah. So I don't know what that's about.
Oh, is it to help trigger her memory?
It could be something like that. Yeah.
Because that's what she played.
It's not just for shits and giggles or whatever. Like there's a purpose behind.
So she can remember what happened at the bottle tree. Because if she saw the vision, she was at the bottle tree. She seemingly saw Smiley take her down. Oh, that kind of makes sense. Okay, I don't know if that's what's gonna happen, but I could see
it could even be like the song that was playing in the car. You know that's her and Jim's song as well as Miranda's song with her husband Henry. Like there's some maybe they're playing that song. Maybe that's what he's playing on the violin.
Could be.
Oh yeah, I was a little late to the game on From. I'm not gonna lie. I caught up with season 2.
Nice. Well, hey, there's no time.
A lot of people are. There's a lot of people.
Check it out, guys. Even if you guys are new to it in general, anybody who's coming to the chat and seeing about the show, go check it out. It's still worth a watch to catch up on. I have a feeling we still have at least 1 to 2 more seasons to go before they close it out. So
please get Jeff Bezos to renew this.
Yes, let them know we want more From.
Yes,
we want it now.
I don't think it's gonna have a problem. I think it's gonna get renewed.
Yeah, it's got to be like MGM's most popular show because I don't really hear people talking about their other shows.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping.
And there's really no other show right now that has so many people talking, so many content creators making stuff, so many people going live to discuss the show further. And maybe that's because other shows, but now that Silo is even aired, I don't see as many content creators talking about Silo as I do From.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Eric did tell me about the show early on, and I put it off. I'm sorry.
That's also Eric. You're an awesome person sharing out a show like this, and you are definitely.
He's always giving me great recommendations. I just wish I had time to watch everything that he tells me to watch.
I know even the folks in our chat and stuff, they're very good about recommending some of these great shows and movies.
Yeah, I hear The Penguin was really good, and everybody's talking about that.
Yeah.
So we had Dune came out last night, so I did check that out late last night. It pretty good. It got something there. Might keep checking it out. We got Silos out.
Yeah, I haven't seen the first season of that.
Oh, we did a whole watch party to binge and catch up on it.
Nice.
So, because I hadn't seen it either, and I knew the chat really wanted to watch it, and so awesome Vic. From our chat and our mod and our good friend, she was gracious enough to show it in Discord for us, so we were all caught up for the next season, and we're definitely as now From is wrapping up, we're gonna do some more stuff. We're gonna do a little bit of Severance, and then we're gonna get into Silo. I may try to get into Dune. We'll see, guys. I know there's so much good stuff to talk about out there. I still want to touch on Teacup, 3 Body Problems. I mean, there's just so much good stuff out there and so much that's getting ready to come out in this next year. So we're definitely going to try to hit on as much of these shows as we can for you guys.
Yeah, I always get a little frustrated when everybody's like, oh, everything sucks now. And there's a lot of bad stuff out there too, but there's just more good stuff than I have time to watch. So, And
I'm probably not, I mean, I like a lot of stuff. I'm pretty easygoing when it comes to these kind of genres. There's not too much I won't like in them, probably. So, again, some of these things are very niche and some people are not going to like them. I don't like all the stuff out there, but if it's in that sci-fi, horror, kind of thriller category, any of that,
yeah,
supernatural, any of that kind of stuff, I'm down to kind of at least give it a shake.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I love the Chucky series they came out with.
Oh yeah, didn't that get canceled or something? I think.
Yeah, I really don't know why. Like it was way better than I thought it was going to be.
I liked it all the way up to it started to lose me on that last season a little bit. And I think it had to do with the way they cut the season too. It was really because I think didn't they have the strikes during that too? They cut the season and it came out way later. So that's what I said. It lost it for me as well because when you cut the season in half, they already do that, I think, where they have a mid-season break for a week or two, but theirs was it was half a year or some shit like that. It was longer than normal. So by the time we got back into it, even for me, I lost that sort of thrill with it for that season. And that happened to a few shows, I want to say, after the strike. It really did kind of
Invincible.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of consolidation in terms of like the amount of shows that are being produced and stuff like that. Just part of it is the economy, part of it was the strikes. There's a lot of factors, but basically a lot of people I know that work in the industry, it's harder to get work now and all these things. So a lot of the shows that were maybe on the edge, like that Chucky show, like maybe it was popular enough to continue on a few years ago, but now it's like we're tightening the belt, so some things have to go. Unfortunately, that's just like where we're at in the industry. Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, guys, lots to look forward to. 1 week to go. Revelations Part 2. Here we come. I cannot wait.
Yes.
I'm excited.
And we have a full panel for you guys next week. It's going to be a lot of fun.
As well as some nice things for you guys in the chat.
Yes.
I'm going to try to get that all. I know we're terrible about it, Dana, but I'm going to get it all posted up everywhere that I can. But next Monday night, be here for the giveaway because we are ready. We've got all of our I's, T's dotted, crossed, all that good stuff. And we are going to be doing the talisman / t-shirt giveaways for you guys next Monday night. So be here so that you can get your protection from the things that go bump in the night.
And also, don't forget to join Scarlet's Discord because we're also going to be doing a special giveaway that's just going to be in the Discord. It's not going to be on the live. So you have to be in the Discord in order to participate in that one.
Right.
So,
it's a mystery Discord. It's a mystery Discord giveaway.
Yes.
We're not going to say what it is, but you tune into the Discord to find out.
It's definitely lasagna, guys.
Yes. It's homemade, we promise.
Yeah.
And I know, Brian, you will be joining us next Monday. Baby Clay and Ray, you guys will be here. We're going to have James back from The Walking Dead Explains. We're going to have Patrick from The New Watchers on the Wall. JH will be back with us. Jeremy will most likely be with us. And a couple of other people will be with us. So we're going to have a big panel next Monday.
Full house.
Yes.
That'll be awesome.
Real is going to be with us as well.
Yes.
Cool.
We are packing the house next Monday, so be here, guys, for sure, to talk about and close out the season of this awesome show that has brought us all together. I mean, this is what we got the Frumily. It's all because it's a great show. It brought us all together to talk all kinds of things, and I don't even know. We had some, I don't want to say debates, but we had some little disagreements, but I think everything, even the characters are coming around. Like, I think we can all come together now. Jim's not an asshole anymore. I know, Dana, you're gonna come around. It's okay. He doesn't have to go in the box anymore.
Right.
I mean,
hey, disagreements make it interesting. Like
I know it's
what
fun.
These discussions are about, for sure.
I gotta stick to it. I would
think we will come together. Like the town will hopefully come together. I have hopes everybody come together at the end. We beat this thing. We figured out like last season, episode 5. I did the pod give us enough clues. We figured this shit out.
Yeah, the writing of the show is great, as Eric says in the chat. It's definitely terrific. I agree. He thinks it can go for many, many seasons. I wonder. It's got to have an end point that they're working towards. I feel like.
Yes,
absolutely. But again, guys, thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you to all of our awesome panelists, and thank you all to the members. Shout out to you guys. And yeah, we enjoy these conversations, man. I can't believe it. We're almost done. So I get sad. It's bittersweet.
We just got started.
I know. That's what it feels like, right? We just started yesterday and it's already over. And I'm sad. But
thanks for having me on again. This was really awesome, really fun chatting with you all.
Here. Thank you.
And thanks to everybody in the chat making this all possible.
Absolutely. And yeah, guys, we'll see you all in the next one. Have a good night. Stay safe. We love you guys. Bye.
Night, everybody. Peace.
Night.
Paint me a scene, city in color, the way that you see, the way you see it. Don't you wish that I could give you, I could give you everything. reason. Can't fall asleep, I got my mind in a throw. Weightless, floating through the day. Trust that I'll be okay. I'm happy alone, but a little waiting for you. Wait until you realize. Waiting for you. Wait until you realize. If you wanna run ahead, I'll meet you where the water meets the earth we cling to. If you wanna find the edge, I'll come too. I could run